to do it alone.
Everyone freeze! Don't move! We are with the World Salvation Committee. All we ask for is your full cooperation. Hey, reporter, don't move! Did you not understand? Get back here! Now!
You are so annoying. I wish you people would just let things go. Especially since I spent all my money on this food.
It's you!
I knew it. She's with the World Destruction Committee.
Careful now. If you take one more step, the Beastman will get it right in the throat. Come with me.
Hey, don't be so rough. You're gonna cut me.
Fire! Sounds like those rumors about the World Destruction Committee were true after all. What do you want? Look, I don't let humans in here, and besides, this really isn't any kind of place for someone your age, kid.
My name's Kane. I just came over from the Catmaster's Manor. And I heard that there's a Heroes Guild detective in town who's willing to work for anyone. As long as they've got money, he'll work for beastmen or humans. Please, sir, help me! I beg you, save my sister! If no one helps her, she'll be sacrificed to the god of the Sand Sea!
Sire, we just received word that the World Destruction Committee has been spotted somewhere in the town below. They somehow found a way to evade the World Salvation Committee forces and have escaped. So you mean to tell me that they're still on the run? You don't suppose they're on their way here to take down the castle, do you?
There's no need to worry, sire. Our castle's defenses are impenetrable.
I knew it! The fortune has forsaken our land! Fishing in the Sand Sea has never been worse, and now the World Salvation Committee is here! It must be punishment for the god of the Sand Sea for neglecting him for so long! All right, there's no time to waste. The only way out of this predicament is to offer a sacrifice to the god of the Sand Sea as soon as possible! Meow, sir!
So what's your story anyway? Why in the world would a human work at a Beastman's cafe? Not to mention you almost turning us into Swiss cheese.
You're blaming me for that? Look, I needed work, so I fooled the beastmen and got a nice job that included room and board. Ugh.
So you infiltrated the cafe to carry out some sort of clandestine mission?
I just needed a job. You may find this hard to believe, but most of us real people need to work to make a living. Plus, beastman places are known to pay a heck of a lot more.
What? Just for work? Do you have any idea what they would do to you if they found out you were human?
Oh yeah, thanks. You took care of that one for me. Morte.
How do you know my name? Tell me.
It was written there on the wanted poster in the cafe. Fugitive wanted for crimes, Morte Ursula, age 17.
I'm 17! There's a big difference between 16 and 17, you dope!
What the heck she's so bent out of shape for? I'd
And
be
the fact
more
that I'm
worried
only
they know my
16,
name
I
than
take
messing
very
up my
seriously!
age.
You should know better than to believe everything the World Salvation Committee tells you. You're so naive. Anyway, you were...
Kyrie. My name is Kyrie Illness.
Actually, I wasn't asking for your name, but whatever.
So what is the World Destruction Committee anyway?
How should I know? Those jerks just stuck that label on me and have been chasing me around ever since.
By those jerks, you mean the World Salvation Committee?
Right. But to be honest, at this point, I'm glad they gave me such a cool title. It really packs a punch, don't you think? The World Destruction Committee.
Oh, hi.
Who are you guys? Humans?
We're just wanderers. Yeah, just passing through.
You didn't happen to see a young boy named Kane, did you? You see, he's my little brother.
Sorry, we haven't seen anyone.
Lena! What are you doing here, Lena?
Oh, hi, Elder. I can't find Kane anywhere, so I went looking for him.
Who are these two? I've never seen them around the village.
They said they're wanderers.
You're traveling somewhere?
That's right. But we're friendly, though. Nothing to be suspicious of.
The sun will be down soon. You two are more than welcome to spend the night in our village.
That was good. I'm starting to feel kind of sleepy now that my belly's all full. So, you gonna finish that? In that case, I'll take that sand jellyfish stew off your hands.
So, you got any plans for the foreseeable future?
No, not really. The cafe's in complete shambles, and I've now been outed as a human, so now I have no place to go. Are you gonna eat that soy-glazed jellyfish?
I can't stand sand jellyfish.
Oh, great. I know what I can do. I should ask that village elder if I can stay here with them. They seem like nice enough people. You know, you should consider doing the same thing.
As soon as I'm rested, I'm getting out of here.
But where do you plan on going?
Somewhere I can destroy the world.
You are kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
But if you destroy the world, the beastmen wouldn't be the only ones to die. Humans would too.
Beastmen, humans, they're all the same to me. The only thing I'm interested in is smashing this oppressive and hypocritical world into pieces.
I think you need to rethink your plan a bit. I mean, you can't really destroy the world all by yourself. Besides, the whole notion of world destruction is so vague to begin with, it's almost laughable.
With this, it only takes one person.
What is it?
Don't touch it! This is called the Destruct Code, and it has the power to destroy the entire world in the blink of an eye. It holds secrets that humans couldn't possibly understand. It's in your best interest to not even get involved with someone like me. You'd be better off putting those fake gears back on and finding a low-profile job in another cafe. And just wait for the end to come. Because I'll be the one to end it. And no one will stand in my way.
So we'll use the girl in place of Leon?
Right. No one will even bat an eye if a wayward traveler goes missing.
Wait, Elder, I have something to say.
Yes, what is it, Lena?
It's just that sacrificing a complete stranger in my place sounds wrong.
You don't need to be concerned with this. She's a drifter without a family. No one will be sad if she were to disappear. Besides, sacrificing her will save your life.
So, Elder, where is the sacrificial girl?
We are preparing her as we speak, sire. I beg for your patience.
That it, Kuma?
She escaped.
Looks like she didn't eat the sand jellyfish. Now what do we do?
How am I supposed to know?
Don't move. Oh, it's you. Sorry to run off in the middle of the night without saying thanks. It's not like I don't trust you. It's just that I've been through a lot lately, and well, if you're looking for the guy I was with... That's not it! Something bad's about to happen. They took your friend instead of me. And they're going to make him a human sacrifice.
Moogie.
Don't try to play games with me. Now tell me what I want to know. Where'd you put Kyrie?
Who said our defenses are in bigger trouble? You want us?
Just tell me where he is, or I'll make this one here your next sacrifice. He must be down there. Adios.
Oh no! Oh no, baby, behind you! You're not
Kyrie!
Martin!
On your feet.
Okay.
This time I'm not letting you get away!
Why does everything have to be so difficult?
Stay right here, Kuma.
Sis!
Hey, are you nuts? Least you can do is cut my ropes first.
Just hang tight while I take care of these boots!
Come on!
Stand down!
This never would have happened if you had just cut my ropes like I asked.
Not again!
Your brother sent me to help, little girl. Hold it! Are you a member of the World Destruction Committee?
What? No, I'm not with them.
Just kill him along with the other two.
Wait, I'm innocent, Kuma.
All right, stop! That's far enough! Take another step and I'll activate this.
She has the destruct code.
She's bluffing! There's no way she has the nerve to do it.
You're bluffing?
Be a good girl and hand it over!
What's happening?
Bring that over here!
Crazy! Only chicken
So, will the world really be annihilated if you use this thing?
Yeah, but you have to know how to use it correctly. Though I must admit, that's the first time I've seen it glow like that. You had to have done something to it.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything.
Oh, whatever. Just give it back. Hey, you guys. Thank you so much. No, we're part of the World Destruction Committee.
What do you
And we
mean,
haven't
we?
really done anything to deserve your thanks. Poor Mr. Detective. See you later.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
I'm commandeering this boat!
It's almost hard to believe those two are actually with the World Destruction Committee.
Hey, Kuma! You no good boat thief, Kuma?
Who the heck is that bear?
Well, it looks like you may be a detective working with the Heroes Guild.
Off my boat!
I think I should point out, those soldiers thought you were a member of the World Destruction Committee, too. That means you just escaped with us. doing? Get it back before you drop it!
How did I get myself into this mess? I never would have thought in a million years I'd end up with the likes of these World Destruction Committee goof-offs. About time I did something about that destruct code.
Hey, you guys. Canned food's great and all, but can we open this lobster first?
Oh no, not another sand octopus. Where's the sandwich? No, get the World Salvation Committee submarine!
Submarine?
Lucky us! We actually found it! Fire!
But what about the destruct code?
Our weapons can't hurt it. Very soon we will take it from their cold dead hands. Shut your mouth and fire!
They're shooting at us! Abandoned ship!
There's no sign of their bodies, or the destruct code, Captain. They must have jumped ship, but they couldn't have gotten far. Call for more reinforcements and search the entire area, and make it snappy.
Yes, sir.
May we bid our final farewell.
You awake? Where am I? You're on my sand ship.
This guy here helped us out back there.
You were just barely clinging to a board and floating in the middle of the sand sea when I came across you. Yeah, had I not found the three of you, you'd probably be all chewed up in the belly of a sand snake at the bottom of the sea.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, you're more polite than I thought for a member of the World Destruction Committee. I saw this posted at the harbor I stopped at this morning.
Wait a second, I'm not who you think I am.
Yeah, same goes for me, Kuma.
Easy. There's no need to get all worked up. I'm not your enemy. I'm a gun and I'm a smuggler. If you got money, I'll carry anything you want. And that does not exclude outlaws who are trying to destroy the world. How much you got?
Are you trying to threaten us? It'd be in your best interest to remember who we work for.
Wait, she's speaking for herself.
You're still holding that? Give it back!
So is that really the destruct code? I used to hear stories about it when I was a kid. A legend of an all-powerful secret hidden treasure. The destruct code that will end the world. I think the idea that it's hidden is only a myth. Some say that it lies at the bottom of the sea, while others claim it's buried under glaciers in the winter continent. But I don't believe any of that. And if that thing is the real destruct code, you guys are sitting on the most sought-after treasure ever known.
Don't touch it. And of course it's real.
Well, all she does is talk about destroying the world, when in reality she doesn't even know how to work it.
That's enough out of you.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, if you don't know how to use it, then how can you even be certain it's genuine?
The person who had it before me would never lie to me.
Fine, that's cool. I believe you. Now, if you'll just hand over the destruct code to me, I'll take you and your friends anywhere you would like to go.
Oh, please. You know I can't give it to you.
Fine, cash will work too.
This is all we have for right now.
Wow, that's not much. Only thing you can buy for me is this can of sand whale.
That's it, Kuma. It's time I step in and do something, Kuma.
Hello? Who said that?
I said it. You can talk to me now, Kuma.
What's up with this bear? It knows how to talk?
Don't call me Bear, Kuma.
Why not? That is what you are.
Idiot.
That's more like it. This should settle up on the bill just fine. I'm delivering a shipment to the pleasure ship Jiffnil anyway, so it's no sweat taking you guys.
What's a pleasure ship?
It's what it sounds like. It's just a regular ship, but it offers anything you consider to be pleasure. Whatever that might be, illegal gambling, bars stocked with beautiful women, even secret nightclubs that are normally off limits to minors. The ship literally has everything. Okay, that's the last of it. Or I guess technically you guys are the last of it. Hurry up and get off.
Say what? Not here.
For what you paid me, this is all you get. Looks like the rest of your trip will be on the Jiffnal.
Don't try to screw us, Kuma.
Come on, there's no need to be like that. The Jiffnal is an outlaw zone. Beastmen, humans, no one cares. In fact, it's the perfect place for a group of fugitives to hide from the law. So why don't you enjoy yourselves?
Sounds like fun to me. Come on, here.
Kuma.
You too, get going, man.
Oh.
See you around, and if we ever meet again, bring more money. Trust me, you'll find me much more accommodating that way.
Oh, hi there, little bear. How about a drink with some pretty girls?
No thanks, Kuma. The last thing we need is to hang out in some seedy club and get in more trouble, Kuma. The smart thing to do is to lay low and mind our own business until this ship pulls into port, Kuma.
Sure, that sounds good to me. But would you stop saying Kuma at the end of every sentence?
She's got a point. I mean, you actually sound pretty cool when you don't say it.
That I cannot do, Kuma. That word is a proud symbol of my native tribe, Kuma.
Sorry about that.
What's a little girl like her doing on a pleasure ship?
Beats me.
Come in. Who in the hell are you people?
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Naja, and we are with the World Salvation Committee. My partner's name here is Leah. The rest of them are with us.
And? So what exactly is the World Salvation Committee doing on my ship?
Some members of the World Destruction Committee recently disappeared in a region not far from your ship, and we have reason to believe that they may be on board. If that's true, we'd appreciate you turning them over to us.
No way.
Wait, would you care to elaborate, Captain?
I do not care about my patron status in society. There is only one place on this entire planet that is not under control of the law, and that place is right here on my ship, the Jiffnil. So if you'd like to look around and be my guest, but don't expect us to lift a finger to help you, got it?
I understand. That should work out just fine.
Here's that can of sand whale I had. And here, I found a bottle opener for you. Wait, where's Morte?
I swear she was around here just a minute ago. Huh.
I don't think you've lost even once.
You got that right. Guess I'm a lucky girl. There's no way I'd be alive today without luck. I'd like to put it all on black. Got it?
You're betting all of it?
Mm-hmm. Aha! Well, look who it is.
Not quite yet, Leah.
Gotcha, why are you stopping me?
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Since we're on this ship, why don't we do things the way they would prefer to do them?
There's no sense in looking for her, Kuma. After all, it's not like I hold any allegiance to her, Kuma.
But the three of us have come such a long way together, and what if something bad has happened to her?
Hold on. Do you have a crush on Morte, Kuma?
Huh? How would you say that?
Oh, never mind, Kuma. My point is, there's no reason for us to stay involved with her anymore, Kuma.
But we're on a casino ship. She could be getting ripped off as we speak.
I don't see her as the kind of girl to take a fleecing lying down, if you know what I mean. She's the luckiest girl I've seen, Kuma.
I guess.
Seems I underestimated you. Well now, it would certainly appear as though the goddesses of good fortune from around the world have surrounded you this evening. I was hoping you would be interested in playing a game of cards with me.
There are two types of women, Kuma. Women who can take care of themselves, and women who can't. Morte is the type who can get by on her own, Kuma.
You're saying just because she can take care of herself means we can't help her? Mr. Hero.
Heroes got places to be. There's always going to be plenty of other people in need of our assistance, Kuma.
Wait, her again?
A girl like her is exactly the type to need my help, Kuma. Find a way to get her attention, Kuma.
Me? What for? You can.
Just do it already, Kuma.
Excuse me, is everything all right? This isn't the best place for a young girl to be walking around by herself.
Get lost. Leave me alone. What I'm doing here is none of your business.
Hey, Toppy, I'm starting to think this is one of those girls like Morte.
Wait, Kuma. If there's something going on, then you can tell us, Kuma. You never know, we may be able to help you out.
What's with this bear?
Don't call me Bear, Kuma.
Whoa, easy. Maybe she's just looking for someone she knows, huh?
I came here to bring my father back. He spends all his time on the ship feeding his gambling addiction. But he racked up a ton of debt. Now they're holding him hostage.
That's too bad.
It serves him right, if I may say so myself.
If you really want to help, then give me some money. It could go a long way towards saving him.
We don't have any money, Kuma.
Then you're useless to me.
Hey, wait!
Uh-oh, Kuma!
Now then, what's your move?
I'll stand.
Excellent. Unlike your roulette, card games require cool-headed decision-making as well as careful analysis. You can't win on luck alone. It's necessary to use this, too.
Are you suggesting I'm incapable of using my brain?
I said no such thing. Shall we go on, my lady?
You got that right. Watch, I'm gonna win it all back with this hand.
That is quite a wager. Are you sure about this? It seems the goddesses of good fortune have decided to come over to my side. Now all of this belongs to me. So tell me, would you be interested in trying to win this back with one last hand?
You cleaned me out. I don't even have a coin to my name.
In that case, maybe you could put up something else as collateral. Say, I don't know, perhaps something like the Destruct Code, Miss Morte Ursula. If you win, this gigantic stack of chips will be all yours. But if you were to lose, the Destruct Code would belong to me.
This is taking too long. I don't understand why we have to pussyfoot around when we could just force her to give it over and be done with it. That is quite an offer. I'm always up for a challenge, so I accept.
Music to my ears.
What the?
Is there a problem getting cold feet?
You think I'd give up that easily? Let's play. Dad! Dad! Where's my father? I want him back!
What a sassy little thing you are. Well, I don't mind giving him back to you, but he owes me a very large debt. Do you have that kind of money, little girl?
No money, but I do have something else. It's a priceless treasure with the power to destroy the world. It's the Destruct Code. Hey, that's mine. Where'd you get that? Hand it over, you little thief.
You bet with a can of fish?
Not bad for a kid.
It's Sandwell.
Phoebe knew we should have just taken it from her in the first place. Now get over here, you little brat!
There's nowhere to run. Now hand over the Destruct Code.
Kitty! Leah! We gotta go now, Kuma!
Come on, hop in.
I can't go with you. I have to save my father first.
You can come back and save him later. Right now, we all just need to get to safety.
I'm not scared of them. Besides, they're not after me. They're after the World Destruction Committee, which is you guys. You know what? She's right. We gotta go, now.
Wait, hold on.
That can should fetch you at least one silver coin. I'm sorry, but I can't give you the Destruct Code. But you can use that as seed money to get your dad out of here. Thanks a lot.
them slip through our fingers.
It was my fault.
World destruction. Why did they want destruction? They sure have piqued my curiosity.
Later, guys. I'm gonna head out now. Sorry to get you two mixed up in all this mess.
Hey, where are you going? Is that how it is? You're just gonna leave us stranded here?
What, you wanna come with me?
That's not exactly what I meant. It's just Toppy and I are fugitives now, and you know.
Well, if you wanna tag along, I won't stop you.
So, I have an idea. It's called the Destruct Code. And what's worse, she's actually planning on using it. Will the world really be annihilated if you use this thing?
Yeah, but you have to know how to use it correctly.
Morte was being hunted by the World Salvation Committee, an organization made up of beastmen. Somehow, I got caught up in this mess and wound up having to flee along with her. I was just a simple guy with a part-time job. Why did I have to get involved? We were joined by a rough-and-tumble warrior from the Heroes Guild, a bear named Toppy. The three of us have traveled great distances, and now find ourselves in a land called Bonnet. I have an idea. Why don't we forget all this world destruction nonsense and help people instead? I mean, that really seems to be the way it's going. We end up helping someone in the end anyway.
Nice idea. But the way this world is, we'd be helping people by destroying it for them.
From that very moment, whether I liked it or not, my journey as part of the World Destruction Committee was about to begin. Or so we thought.
There are two kinds of beastmen. Those who rule over humans, and those who...
Now don't you be giving us problems. You got that human scum? It's a real shame about you, being a beastman and all.
What do you plan to do with us, Kuma?
The World Salvation Committee wants nothing more than to see your heads on a platter, and they're offering quite a large sum of money for them. I don't care if the three of you are in a knitting club. For all we care, you're manna from heaven.
This is so not fair! You can't!
Now shut up, human. And don't even think about trying to defy us. They didn't specify whether or not they wanted you in one piece or not. The exchange will happen in 2 days.
What now?
What? Isn't it obvious? We have to find a way to break out of here before the Salvation Church show. Hey, that wasn't me. I'm a girl.
My bad, Kuma.
A prison run by wolves?
Yes, it's on the edge of nowhere in a place called Bonnet. We received word from them yesterday that they have 3 members of the World Destruction Committee behind bars. The 3 of them must have terrible luck, wouldn't you say? If all the places stand up, Bonnet would be at the bottom of the list.
So what exactly did the prison wolves tell you?
They said all we need to do is pay them.
Those greedy pieces of garbage. But there's no reason to give them what they want. We should just break the prisoners out by force.
That's grown to be a bad habit of yours, Leah. Force is not an option to rely on and should only be used when necessary. If money is all they want, isn't that more expedient for all parties?
Give me a break. This is a bunch of bull. Why am I out here breaking stupid rocks? I'm supposed to be on laundry duty.
What a dirty hellhole. This place is filled with the worst of the worst.
Wait, this chick's with the World Destruction Committee?
Watch it, man. You have no idea what she's capable of.
Yeah, she freaks me out.
We're surrounded on all sides by high walls. Even if we could climb over, we'd still have the armed guard to contend with. On the other hand, if we tried out the mines, navigating through them would be next to impossible.
What the hell is this? It's bad enough that you're pathetically weak human, but now you gotta go and make more work for me?
Sorry.
Hey, humans! There's scissors to wash. Now get to them.
Finished.
Hey, you better take those off the fire.
Oh, right.
Look, those pots are boiling over.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Where's this kid work?
These plates do go
That's
here,
one
right?
of the guys from the World Destruction Committee?
What is a beast man doing here?
I heard that bear is a criminal mastermind. Plus, I also heard he's involved with the World Destruction Committee.
Hey, buddy, listen, I know you'd rather be anywhere but prison right now, but I just can't have you slacking off all the time.
Finally time to eat.
So,
Rome? What? Aren't you gonna eat?
I'm asking you, were you able to find anything useful? A secret passage, or maybe something about the guards?
The guards thought this slop was pretty good. Can you believe it?
That's not what I meant! Just forget it. What about you, Toppy? Did you find anything?
Yeah, the worst criminals in the world find me to be more dangerous than themselves, Kuma.
Okay, whatever. So what about the guards?
All the guards are afraid of me. They won't even come near me, Kuma.
That's really not what I meant!
Sorry, but it bothers me, all right? What kind of a hero wins notoriety in a prison? Can you name me even one, Kuma?
I get it, but right now we need to focus on finding a way to get out of here. I spotted a delivery gate on one side of the mine. There were guards posted, but if we got our weapons back, I think we could bust out from there. All that's left is finding a way out of our cell and retrieving the destruct code.
That's easy. I know exactly where the destruct code is, Kuma. All our stuff is piled together in one room, Kuma.
Great. Next is...
I think I may know where they keep all the keys to the cells at. Earlier, when I brought food to the guards' room, I saw an entire wall full of them.
the guards' room?
Yeah, it's just one floor below us. The only thing is, it's kind of far away from us, way on the opposite side of the building.
Well, that won't work without access to tools. I wonder if there's another way.
You know, now that I think of it, wild bears like to dig holes in the ground for their dens.
That has absolutely nothing to do with me, Kuma.
Well, don't deny your heritage. Plus, you're the perfect size. See?
Count me out. You can't expect me to act like some random bear, Kuma.
Oh, Kuma this, Kuma that. We don't have time for games. Would you rather live here forever with all this criminal notoriety you hate so much?
The world would be a better place if she was locked up here for the rest of eternity, Kuma.
A guard is giving medicine to a prisoner. This is the first time I've seen an act of kindness from a beastman to a human. Morte, are you asleep?
I'm really sorry I couldn't help you out this afternoon.
Don't feel bad. It happens, you know?
I hope you don't think all beastmen are so cruel. Like me, I have a hard time standing by when you're in prison for a crime I know you didn't even commit. And one day you'll be free. I'm sorry. As a beastman, I know I'm in no position to be saying this.
I'm sorry, but you're just such a sweetheart. And your face is beet red. It's so cute. Thank you, Shin.
You again. Always making more work for me. Seems like talking to you doesn't do much good. Filthy human. You think you can defy me?
Seems like talking to you. Filthy human. Filthy beast man. You know, that kind of talk makes me sick.
Is the World Salvation Committee still on schedule for tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir. No details have changed as of yet.
I'm afraid that the incident this afternoon with the World Destruction Committee girl fighting that guard could give the other prisoners ideas that could undermine us. Tomorrow's a big day. Let's keep them in their place. Go do a round of room inspections.
Yes, sir. room inspections. Do you mind giving me a hand?
Why now? It's the middle of the night. Room inspection time! Everybody front and center! I said front and center. Are you two deaf? Get your butts out here.
Wait!
You! Don't move! We're doing room inspections. Wake up, teddy bear.
How'd it go?
Got him.
This tunnel leads to a subterranean mine shaft. Now, once you're in the tunnel, you'll meet up with those three from the World Destruction Committee. Be careful, it's a maze down here. I've marked the trail for you. At the very end, just as you exit the mine, there's a delivery gate on the other side of the opening. There will be some guards there, but if you're with the other three, they should be able to handle them.
Wait, that's crazy!
Oh, don't worry, Aya. This afternoon, I saw that girl throw one of the guards like he was a rag doll. Those three aren't like any other prisoners I've ever run across before, and besides, they don't seem to be very bad people either. I can't tell you how long I've been hoping and waiting for humans like them to appear here.
But Shin, I'm worried about you. If they ever found out you were behind this, who knows what they'd do to you?
I've done a lot of very bad things in my past, but I see this as repentance. Tonight, after the last rounds have been made, I'll lead the three of them here myself, so make sure you're ready to go. Got it?
Shin, wait!
Bye.
Okay, he's gone. First off, we need to secure the destruct code.
Oh, right. I totally forgot I should probably get their things back to them.
Right, is everyone ready? Don't you make a sound. Wait! Keep your mouth shut and I won't take your head off.
But I'm with you guys!
I said keep your trap shut, got it?
As a hero, I apologize for having to attack a helpless individual like you, Kuma. Ah, then I take it you're from the summer continent.
Wow, it's been 10 years since I've been there.
Dude, be quiet!
We have a breakout!
Stay now!
Hold it!
Don't move! We should have been here by now.
Drop the weapon now!
Everyone stay back! My name is Mortai of the World Destruction Committee! I think you already know of the countless beastmen who have fallen victim to this very blade. What are the chances he's wearing fake ears too? Wouldn't that be funny?
Screw the hostage, just shoot! Do not let them escape! They're worth more dead than he is alive!
But sir, he's...
That's an order! Now shoot!
Idiots, look at what you got us into! Now the entire plan is ruined! If you would just let me talk, I could have gotten you out of your plan, like... Where is she?
Why they stop?
Run! Aya!
Get this prisoner too!
Copy! Time to show them what you're made of!
Kuma.
Let's make a break for it!
Hey, go check that sign. Come on, man, move it.
What sort of miser can't even protect his own wealth? Nothing can be done for this one.
And I was just starting to think this mission was finally over. Punishment is called for.
I guess we got you two mixed up in our problems, didn't we? Sorry about that. Don't apologize. I'm glad it worked out this way. But because of us, you're gonna have a lot to answer for in the future. Don't worry about us. See, I've learned something from the three of you. It's that no matter what tribe you're from, as long as you work together, any hardship can be overcome. What's so funny?
It's nothing. Take care, and thank you all.
Yeah, same to you.
So long, Kuma.
Well, Morte, where do you think we should go now?
Looking? I realize it's the closest continent to Bunnock, but it doesn't seem like the logical place to go.
Normally, a group would steer clear of the spring continent and head straight for the summer or fall continent instead. But that trio is craftier than most people. I think they assumed we'd expect them to do the opposite of what we'd normally expect, meaning they did the opposite of that.
I think you're overanalyzing this a bit. If I can speak frankly, I honestly don't think they're as intelligent as you make them sound.
Even if they're not smart enough to come up with that plan, there's still the will of the Destruct Code.
Well then, what's the plan? Where are we headed, Kuma? And where exactly do we plan to be at the end of our journey, Kuma?
I already told you. Everything I know is within the Destruct Code. It alone is the only thing that can lead us to the path of world destruction.
So what you're saying is all the trouble we've been through recently can be traced back to the guidance of that stupid ball, Kuma?
Look at it this way. At least we made the right call coming to the spring continent. I mean, if you have to travel, you can't find anywhere in the world that's as warm and tranquil as this.
What are you acting so laid back for? Have you forgotten the fact that we're fugitives?
And the only reason that's true is because of you, Kuma.
I was saying, I've always been told the spring continent is the place to go to see cherry trees. But I haven't seen even one yet. I was hoping the three of us could have a nice picnic under one of them.
Excuse me, folks. Are you traveling beastmen?
Oh, why, yes, sir, we are!
Unfortunately, all the cherry trees in this town have been removed. Cherry trees are known to suck the lifeblood of beastmen and use it to make their flowers bloom. It's an old legend that continues to live on in this town.
It's just superstition, Kuma. Back where I'm from, we had a saying that the ground beneath the cherry tree in full bloom was filled with the bodies of beastmen, Kuma.
That's true, but it's just something people say. And believe me, no one around here ever took these legends to actually be fact. But then, the Frogmaster became lord of the town and started spreading the word that cherry trees are unlucky for society, so he ordered them all to be cut down.
My lord, we have just received word that the World Salvation Committee will be arriving to port tonight in Vito. They will be heading here early tomorrow morning.
The World Salvation Committee, eh? I would rather them not stir up trouble in my territory.
Man, I really had my hopes up for a picnic under the cherry trees.
How many times do I have to tell you? We're not here to gaze at all the flowers. What's wrong with you?
Look! Cherry blossom?
Over here, Kuma. What's this one doing here when all the others were cut down, Kuma?
Who cares? Besides, the important thing is that we can have our picnic now. Oh, come on, Morte. Stop making that face, will you? Let's try to have some fun for a change. I mean, think about it for a second. The only reason we're on the spring continent is because the Destruct Code led us here. And you never know, the Destruct Code just might have a thing for cherry blossoms like I do.
I seriously doubt that.
So this sucks the lifeblood from beastmen, Kuma? That's impossible. It's just a wives' tale, Kuma.
actually scared you, Toppy?
I ain't scared of nothing, Kuma. Now stop playing games up there, Kuma. Ow! Ow!
Oh man, I hope I didn't make it angry.
Get away from me with that, Kuma.
Huh? What have you done?
Now's when you fess up and tell him what you did, Kuma.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'm sorry, but I broke this branch. It was an accident.
Bye. Hi. I kind of broke this.
Huh. That's enough truth, Kuma. Something's not quite right in this town, Kuma. I say we hurry up, get what we need, and bug out of here, Kuma.
Yeah.
A human. Wait, who are you?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you, but I made a promise to someone that I would meet them here under the cherry tree.
What the heck's going on here, Kuma?
It's just a guess, but maybe everyone actually believes that tree sucks away their lifeblood. Hey, look over there. It looks like they're still open. Excuse me, do you have any food for sale?
Stay away from me.
Right this way. I've got a wide selection of rare foods from around the globe.
It's you.
Agon the smuggler, Kuma?
So, we meet again. Who'da thunk it? I guess since you're here, you were able to escape from the pleasure ship in one piece. No way! Is that a branch from the cherry tree, the last one standing in town?
It sure is.
You know something about it, Kuma?
Yeah, what's the big deal with this thing anyway? Everyone runs off all frantic the minute they see it.
So you're the one that broke that branch off.
Yeah, I was climbing the tree. I mean, it was just an accident, you know?
That tree's got a name. It's called the Cursed Cherry Tree, and every single beast man in town is scared to death of it.
The cursed cherry tree?
Right. Apparently, anyone who tries to cut it down or break off a branch or harm it in any way will be cursed with one unfortunate event after another until the end of time. That's why it's the only cherry tree left standing in the entire village. No one dares try to cut it down or even go near it.
Why didn't anyone tell us about this curse?
Oh, don't take it so seriously, Kuma. It's just one of those silly local legends, right, Kuma?
Well, personally, I think it's all a crock. If it's food you're looking for, it's right over there.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm sure you've heard the saying before yourself. There's no smoke without fire. It wouldn't hurt to be careful, right?
That's not a bad idea, as long as we're cautious.
Help! Help me, Tommy, please!
We're in big trouble, Morte. We found out this cherry tree is cursed. What do you think we should do?
Huh?
I just told you! The tree is cursed, meaning anyone who breaks off a branch like I did will have a curse set upon them for life.
Okay.
We're getting sucked in deeper and deeper, Kuma!
You don't have to get all worked up about it.
Who is this guy?
The name's Jay, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I live in the forest near here. In case you're wondering, I'm the one who spread the rumor throughout town about the curse. It's just a made-up story, so you can rest assured you'll be fine. Trust me, you're anything but cursed.
Why would you go around spreading rumors and conjecture like that, Kuma?
In order to protect this tree from the axes of the beastmen.
Excuse me, human. We have some questions for you.
Sorry, do I know you two?
It's unlikely. We are with the World Salvation Committee. Tell me, have you seen any members of the World Destruction Committee lately?
If you want information from me, you're gonna have to pay for it. Or you can buy something, doesn't matter to me.
Do you have even the faintest idea who it is you are speaking to?
Okay. One dried sand shark fin. We'll take it to go, and of course, you can keep the change.
Now that you mention it, I did run into them here. But you may want to think twice about getting close to them. See, those fools broke a branch off a cursed cherry tree.
Cursed cherry tree?
Yep. And if you don't tread carefully, you may wind up getting some of their bad luck rubbed off on you.
I'm not too concerned about it. Curses, bad luck, and all these other unscientific theories are simply cheap fiction used to scare the ignorant. Well, you see, the truth is, I promised to meet someone under this same cherry tree some time ago.
A woman, Kuma?
Yes, it was my fiancée. Many years ago, we lived quietly in a little village on the outskirts of Bonnick. But then one day, the beastmen came and set fire to our whole village. All of the men from my village fought bravely to save it, but we had no hope of defeating the beastmen. So just before the final charge, the two of us made a promise that if we both made it out alive, we would make our way to the spring continent and meet on a hill outside of a town near water, underneath a beautiful cherry tree.
What? what then? Were you able to reunite with your girlfriend after all?
Afraid not. And that is exactly why I can never allow this cherry tree to disappear. But today was a new day, and I will continue to wait for her. Well, I'm glad that's settled, Kuma. It's a good thing that curses and bad luck don't exist in our world, Kuma.
It's not a good thing at all, Toppy.
And why is that, Kuma?
Because at this point, everyone in town knows I broke off a branch from the cherry tree. And if nothing bad happens to me, they're gonna figure out that the curse is a lie. And then everything Jade worked for will be for nothing.
I think it's a little too soon to say that nothing bad will happen to you. You never know when some unspeakable, terrifying misfortune could befall us, catching us all by surprise.
Wait, what are you saying, Kuma?
Do you really believe in that sort of thing, Morte?
I guess I do.
But we know for a fact the curse of the cherry tree is just a lie, and there's nothing we can do about it, Kuma.
Yeah, but Toppy, now the cherry tree is in danger of being cut down. It's just, there must be something we can do.
Ah! Gross! Bird poop has just landed on me! Eek! Ow! Now a big potted plant just fell on my head. What the heck is this, Kuma?
What do you mean? It's a script.
You spent all night thinking of ways to fix things, Kuma, and this is all you came up with.
Yeah, and since the curse doesn't actually exist, then all we can do is make it up from scratch. First, we have to do it in front of a big crowd. Oh, and it'll be much more effective if the Frogmaster sees it too. So our best bet is to do it along the boulevard that passes right in front of the Lord's mansion. So once we get there, bird poop will land on your head, okay, Toppy? And I'll be the one dropping it, by the way. Then, at that point, you'll start screaming your head off and make a huge scene. The Frogmaster will hear it and rush outside to see what the commotion is all about, which is right when the potted plant will fall on your head. Once again, I'll be dropping myself.
Now wait just a second, Kuma. How come I'm the only one who gets hurt in this whole plan, Kuma?
Because it's the only way it'll work. Besides, Morte has pretty much refused to help us at all. Don't worry. At the end, I'll pretend to die along with you. So, you'll start screaming again and then make a run towards the canal, at which point you'll join up with me and say, "Let's get out of this godforsaken town, Kuma." Oh, but you won't say it. You'll scream it. Then we'll hop on a boat we placed there earlier, but...
I still don't see why I have to be the one to go through this theatrical farce, Kuma.
Jeez, calm down already. Remember, we're doing this so Jade can reunite with the love of his life someday.
You're using real poop, Kuma?
It's got to look realistic or the people will never believe it. Now, come on, Birdie. Push one out for me.
Hurry up, Kuma.
Something's not right here. Maybe he doesn't have to go right now.
Those two are from the World Salvation Committee, Kuma.
Yes, it worked, Toppy. Now start all the screaming.
Looks like I found this.
What's this?
Oh my, they're the ones from yesterday.
Do curses really exist in our world?
Toppy, I don't get it. Why are we running away from her?
Because if we defeated her now, that script you worked on so hard will be ruined, Kuma. Oh, Kuma!
But it's already ruined.
This may not be what you had in mind originally, but we can still make our escape by pretending to drown, Kuma. I don't think she would come out to us in the water, Kuma. Now, find the perfect spot, pretend to drown to death, and we'll be home free, Kuma. Where did we get that boat from, Kuma?
Yeah, get in!
This isn't good. Toppy, bring it on me.
We're screwed, Kuma. They're gonna catch up in no time.
never broken up that branch! Now we're gonna die! Oh, it's the lifeline, Kuma! The curse of the cherry tree!
Your plan worked like a charm.
Yeah, I think we're pretty convincing. That cherry tree should be safe from the beastmen from now on.
Thank you.
Wow, that bridge collapsing was timed perfectly, but was that just a coincidence, Kuma?
Well, it certainly wasn't the curse that caused the bridge to collapse. But I think it's safe to say a greater force was at work.
Are they dead?
No. It looks like they escaped. Those two are even slicker than I made them out to be.
You know, I wonder how long Jade's been waiting for his girlfriend under this tree.
I think. It's been decades.
Decades?
That's impossible, Kuma.
The war that Jade told us about, the one between the Beastmen and the humans in Bonnick, my father told me about that before he died. According to my father, the battle took place decades ago. While you two were in town, I decided to go check out the story for myself. I found Jade's house just on the other side of that hill over there. But I found Jade's body. He's been dead for years. I'm sure he waited day after day underneath this cherry tree, in the hopes of seeing his love again, to no avail.
Then, that means the Jade we met.
So even after his death, Jade stood by and protected this very last cherry tree while waiting for his beloved to return, Kuma.
I wonder if Jade's spirit will ever get to reunite with his girlfriend one day.
I'm sure that...
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just heard something and thought it might have been those thugs coming for us.
Huh?
Come on out, you thugs!
It's just Toppy. I knew you were just trying to scare me with that stupid story. So where are all the fish? Looks like... Oh. Wait, your story. It was true.
It seems we've been kidnapped.
But how did we get ourselves trapped inside the Colosseum?
That little bear and his thugs got us. I couldn't take all of them.
So it was another little bear and not Toppy that kidnapped us? Wait, didn't you say humans battled beastmen here?
And now the moment that you've all been waiting for, striking fear into the hearts of all who face him. Give it up for our horse warrior from the planet Dog!
Hey, Kitty. Huh? You should put that on. It might help you more than the last guy.
Hey, settle down. You're up next, so give the customers a good show before you die.
Wait, we're going to fight?
Well, what'd you think you were gonna do here? Just don't spoil the fans' fun by dying too soon. I hate it when that happens.
Okay, good to know. We'll try our best. Oh, more
Will you calm down? Were you listening? It's just a horse warrior. We'll fight our way right out of here.
Listen to yourself. How can you be so calm? It's a horse warrior. Toppy, please come back. We could really use your help right about now.
Listen, Mike, two humans traveling together? That's not such an uncommon sight around these parts. Can't say I've seen those two.
All right, thanks anyway, Kuma.
A fluffy piece of tail like you needs a real man.
Stop it!
Let go of her now, Kuma.
What? Did you say that?
Down here, Kuma. Did you not hear the lady, Kuma?
Oh, look at the bear!
Don't worry, miss. You'll be all right now, Kuma.
Oh, how can I ever repay you for your kindness?
You don't seem to have changed one bit, Bear.
Yappy.
it for the warriors from Dark. A top fighter taken out. In the Coliseum debut, these fresh meat humans have displayed that they are here to fight until the bitter end.
It's over.
Well, Bear, when was the last time we saw each other, Bear?
Been about 20 years since we left our village together, Kuma. Has time treated you well, Kuma?
As well as could be expected, Bear. How about you, Bear?
It's actually been a little rough lately, Kuma.
There you go, fellas. One jumbo salmon. Glad to see up the woman over there.
Rock, paper, pen.
Just like old times, Kuma.
Yeah, just like old times when you always win and things go your way, Bear.
You always pick rock, Kuma. You know, that girl reminded me of that one time. That day when you and I first pledged to become heroes, Kuma.
Well, that was an entire lifetime ago, but what brings you all the way out here, Bear?
Some companions of mine I've been traveling with went missing, and I fear they've gone and gotten themselves captured, Kuma.
Captured? Wait, do you have human companions, Bear?
Yep, Kuma.
Why would you be traveling with humans, Bear?
It's kind of a long story, Kuma. Besides, it's not like either one of us could ever turn our backs on a person who's in trouble, Kuma. You haven't seen them, have you? A short-tempered brunette girl and a completely passive blonde guy, Kuma?
No.
Seems that a human's been winning. It's rare that a human even makes it past the first round anymore.
A human?
Yeah, reports have been saying an incredibly strong gal has taken warriors down single-handedly while her male partner just hides.
Sounds like...
Hey, Yappy!
Well, friend, it seems I have some business to attend to, Bear.
Excuse me, barkeep, but do you know what'll happen to those humans after they've won their battle, Kuma?
I'm not sure, but since the Coliseum doubles as a prison, as long as they're not killed in battle, they'll most likely be heading back to rot in their cells.
Yappy, you've really outdone yourself this time with such a great find. Those two humans are winning all of their matches. Not only are the fights exciting, but look! See all the profits we made off of them? Isn't this more rewarding than that hero junk you used to go on about? Look, heroes save people's lives while you kidnap them, and since you crossed that line, you can never go back. Take all of this money down and put it in the safe.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're not allowed down here!
Sorry I'm late, Kuma.
Toppy!
Is it really you?
A little bear that looked just like me, Kuma?
Yeah, and at first I thought it was you.
No way. It can't be him, Kuma.
Hey, did you guys hear that? Down this way, Bear! These humans here are trying to escape, Bear! Apprehend them, Bear!
Wait, I don't get it, Kuma.
Imprison that beast man while you're at it, Bear. He's the one who let them out, Bear.
Yappy, what? Old friend.
You want that other little bear to fight with the humans? Do you honestly think our patrons will want to see a beastman fighting alongside them?
I think your customers will appreciate a battle that's unlike anything they've ever seen, Bear.
You make a good argument. Besides, I hired you to find me the fresh meat. So what's the backstory? Why exactly are you sending this friend of yours into battle?
He's no friend of mine. He's an excellent fighter the bookies will completely underestimate, Bear.
Allowing us to pocket a small fortune. I have just one other question. I'm glad you prevented their escape, but what exactly were you doing down there?
My whereabouts isn't any of your business, Bear.
You heard right, folks. The first time ever humans and a beastman fighting together. Odds are 50 to 1. Step on up and place your bets.
But with the three of us fighting together, isn't someone going to notice we're the World Destruction Committee?
That's what you're worried about? Well, if someone does notice, we won't only have to defeat a warrior, but an entire coliseum full of greedy beastmen.
I still don't understand, Kuma. Yappy.
What's to understand? Your old friend wants to kill us, and he's found a nice legal way to do it.
You don't know Yappy. He's a hero. He'd never.
How can you continue to sit there and defend him like this when he's the one that turned us in? You saw with your own eyes that he was stealing that bag of money until he sold out a friend to save his own tail. If that's your idea of a hero, you really do belong on a wanted poster.
Why are you being so mean, Morte?
It's the truth! Toppy is free to continue deluding himself into believing that the one who ambushed us with his band of thugs and had us locked up in here is still an old friend. Who am I to stop him? But I refuse to listen to it.
Hey, you three. You're up next.
Yappy, are you sure this is the opponent we should be starting with? We won't make any real money if these three can't make it past the initial battle.
Oh, I am most certain, Bear.
Yeah, take them all out, girlie!
Do something besides cry this time, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you a monumental battle unlike anything you've ever witnessed in your lives. Fresh from the winning streak, the two human challengers are joined by a beastman to form the Gladiator Dream Team. Let's see how long they last facing a warrior devouring sandworm.
Sandworm? What?
And the sandworm's assault just keeps coming. Incredible! What an insane! Our challengers come from behind to take the win!
Tuppy! You saved us, Tuppy!
The Female Dream Team is warmed up yet. Up next in our battle series, a warrior who has taken out countless gladiators with his death swing. It's the Minotaur Holstein!
Wait, we're stuck in a battle series?
Yappy, how far will you go to ensure that we're dead, Kuma?
He's coming!
I don't want to die.
Tommy!
Do you remember me from yesterday? That little bear's the one who saved me.
Leave me alone, Bear.
What do you mean? Aren't you going to help him? How can you walk away and not help your friend? I'm begging you, sir, please, you just have to save him.
Why should I? What makes that little bear so much more special than me, Bear? The truth is, before he stepped in and saved the day, I had planned on being your hero. He's not the only hero, Bear. So why save him? Tell me that, Bear.
Try this!
Bitch. Was it always you, Bear?
Are you two okay, Kuma?
Yeah, we're fine. How are you feeling after taking on that Minotaur?
There's no need to worry about me, Kuma.
What? Has he lost his mind? On the other hand, this is too good of an opportunity to pass on. Hey, go gather up the bets and bring them to me. If you thought that was all we had, you're in for a real treat. Now for your viewing pleasure, a hate-fueled grudge match between two fellow baby bears!
So, you've decided to try and kill us yourself.
Just tell me one thing, Yappy. When we vowed to become heroes who stood for justice, were you lying to me or just yourself, Kuma? Yappy! My fight, Kuma!
While I was trying to be a hero as good as you, I accidentally killed someone, Bear. How can I go on being a hero after what I'd done, Bear? That bird took me in, so this is my life now, Bear.
That's your excuse for becoming a kidnapper? Don't make me laugh!
You don't know how hard it's been. Things don't just come to me. You don't have any right to judge my life. Bear!
And there you have it, folks. A swift punch and the bear goes down.
So much profit.
Yappy. Heroes make mistakes, but how did it get this far, Kuma?
I'm no hero.
Boss, something's wrong.
What now?
It's disappeared. All the money in the safe is gone.
What? Money just doesn't disappear, so where'd it go?
I'm not certain. Actually, boss,
Tell me.
the night when the prisoners tried to escape, I saw someone's shadow near where the safe is kept.
Whose was it?
Well, the person's shadow looked like it could have been from a little bear.
But when could a little bear? I'm glad you prevented their escape, but what exactly were you doing down there?
My whereabouts isn't any of your business, Bear.
He wouldn't dare.
I can never again be a hero. A murderer, a kidnapper, a thief. Those are what I'd become, and I will accept the consequences, Bear. The thief is...
It was me, Kuma! You have no idea who you've messed with, do you, Kuma? I'm the dreaded Toppy of the World Destruction Committee, Kuma.
Shut your fat mouth!
And I've already taken all your beloved gambling money, Kuma.
The Toppy? Wait, those three down there? On the World Destruction Committee? The ones from the wanted posters with the huge reward.
Reward?
Reward!
Yeah, we gotta be ready. Go for the bird. He's got our money.
Help me!
World Destruction. Why would you?
Yappy. No matter what life throws.
A gun?
Why are you here? Are you following us, Kuma?
I travel where the jobs take me, so I'm here delivering medicine to the charity hospital in town.
Charity hospital?
If you want, I'd be happy to give you guys a lift into town. Well, for the right price, I'd be happy.
Where am I? Who are you?
Easy there, son. I don't want you to get all worked up again. You're quite safe here. Don't worry. I'm the director of this charity hospital.
I can't imagine a good reason why a beastman would set up a charity hospital.
Are you always so incredibly negative? That hospital director is a kind soul who's obviously done a lot for the people of this village.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
How's Kirie? Kirie!
Toppy! Morte! Agan?
Are you feeling better? You really gave Morte and me a scare, Kuma.
Your friend here suffered from a mild case of heat exhaustion. It's not all that uncommon with newcomers to our continent. After he rehydrates and gets a full...
Morte?
The real problem with a patient is that he's a pathetic weakling. He simply has no physical endurance.
What?
Well, I hope all of you learn from Kirie's mistake and start taking the summer continent sun seriously. I've got more deliveries, but remember, if you're gonna travel without water, at least do it at night. See ya.
Does that guy ever stop working, Kuma?
And what did the two of you plan on doing? You're welcome to stay in this village while your friend here recuperates. Please feel free to make yourselves at home.
I have to admit that I was pretty nervous with it being my first solo surgery and all, but I think it went pretty well, actually.
It's rare to see a place where humans and beastmen can live together in such harmony, Kuma.
I've only been here for a short time, but I've seen no place like it. Everyone that lives in this village shares in the hospital director's philosophy of peace and unity.
Wow, it's a little bear.
And here's your room. There's a bed for each of you. If you need anything else, just ask.
I can't remember the last time I slept in a real bed, Kuma.
Hey, where did you come from? Sir, what's your job? Don't call him sir, he's a bear.
Don't call me bear, Kuma!
Sorry if they bothered you. They were just excited to make a new friend to play with. You see, they live here in the hospital and never get to leave. Those 3 are orphans. Their families were killed in the wars between humans and beastmen, and now live here out of the hospital director's kindness. When it comes to the preciousness of life, human and beastmen are the same. That's the hospital director's philosophy.
Seems he's quite the noble optimist, Kuma.
I wonder if the director himself truly believes it.
So then, it's just as I suspected.
Kuma.
Morte.
You were crying out while you were sleeping. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess I was having a bad dream. It's doing it again.
Why start glowing now? Come to think of it, lately it's almost as if you've been the one making it react.
How could I make it react? I didn't do anything. Maybe it was that dream. Is the Destruct Code giving me that same dream to show me something?
What dream?
I've had this dream already once before. There's a guy who died, but I've never seen him before. And Morte, you're there crying. There's a young man lying peacefully in a small coffin, almost asleep, with a single flower.
Evening. I'm just making my final rounds. Don't keep him up all night. He needs rest.
He already does so much, and still he stays up late to check on everyone.
There are 2 kinds of summers. Summers to remember, and summers to forget, Kuma.
Excuse me, but if you're a cute little bear, why don't you have a cute little voice?
It's none of your business, Kuma.
Oh, it's a Kuma. That's so cute. Can I pet you?
No, stop touching me! What part of no don't you get, Kuma? It's too hot for this, Kuma. Get your 20 fingers off me,
Toppy,
Kuma!
I never knew you were so good with kids.
There are 2 kinds of little bears, Kuma.
Don't mock me, Kuma.
Do you know him? Are you and Toppy the very bestest of friends? Sir, what is your job?
Well, in our group, I guess I'm the chef?
You know how to cook? How cool!
This heat is killing me.
Are you sure that the World Destruction Committee is on the summer continent?
Yes, I'm completely positive. My analysis shows within a shadow.
Raja!
Is everything all right over there? I was wondering when you'd wake up. It's pretty foolish to be traveling without any shade. Oh, well, it's not like foreigners ever know any better.
Pardon me, sir, but we are members of the World Salvation Committee.
I don't know if that's supposed to mean something to me. But it's the 2 of you who needed the salvation, which don't say much of your committee.
I truly appreciate your assistance in our time of despair, but shut your beak or I'll blow it right off!
Forgive her. We came to your continent in pursuit of the World Destruction Committee. You haven't seen any of these individuals, perchance?
Well, sure, I've seen those 3.
There are enough vegetable sandwiches for everyone. I really hope that you all like them.
I can't thank you enough for all the great work that you and your friends have been doing. The children have really taken a liking to you. They're having so much fun. A world where humans and beastmen could live in harmony. It's been my lifelong dream to make a world like that into reality.
It's a wonderful thought, but I just cannot believe a single word that comes out of your mouth.
Top elephant! You like it? Aren't the flowers pretty? Toppy made it for me himself. Have a sandwich. They are so delicious. Kitty made them with fresh vegetables. Go quick, Duck. They're all the sandwiches you want. Yeah, go to me.
All right, I'm coming.
Those are most definitely them, but they couldn't possibly be.
But they are. They're the World Destruction Committee.
Sure, they look like them, but I can't imagine any of those good people to be criminals.
If you make excuses for them, you're just disgusting.
Forgive us. We are not accustomed to the heat, and it seems to have gone directly to her head. Regardless, We do not wish to cause any trouble for you. We're merely asking you to be a good citizen and hand over these criminals.
Thank you for waiting for me.
Director.
I can take it from here, Rigolette. Thank you for entertaining our guests.
It's you.
Rigolette, you may take leave now. I truly appreciate you taking care of them.
You're welcome, Director. Take care.
Would you both step into my office to talk?
You are him, aren't you?
Rigolette! Please toss the ball!
A true legend, known only as the King of Desert Slaughter.
The King of Desert Slaughter. It's been a very long time since anyone has known me by that name.
So if you went into hiding, why open a charity hospital?
To be honest, I have a top-secret experiment that is currently underway.
Top secret?
Yes. And that is why I cannot consciously hand over those 3 criminals to you. So I need you to give me a little more time, and then my research will finally be complete.
Toppy? Kitty, wake up. Toppy's gone missing. Kitty. But why would the kids be missing too? That awful sound. I knew it. I knew that director was hiding something. The sound's coming from in there.
Morte, what's wrong?
Huh?
Looks like the jig is up, you guys.
Jig is up. What are you doing? It's the middle of the night.
Well, tomorrow is Doc Elephant's birthday! We baked him a big tasty cake as a birthday surprise!
You two are adults. I'd expect this from kids, but not you. I'm going back to bed.
Wait, Morte. Sorry, we didn't wake you because we thought you'd tattle.
Idiots.
Rigolette!
Shouldn't the director be untied for his birthday party? He can't blow out the candle.
You're still here? You were supposed to get away hours ago.
Get away.
2 agents from the World Salvation Committee came to the village today looking for you.
You sold us out to the WSC?
I made up a story to get them to leave and buy you all enough time to escape. That's why I sent word for you 3 to get out of... You never gave them the message, did you?
Why should I aid known criminals? The World Destruction Committee deserves to be locked away or even killed.
Who is you? You've been working with them all along.
You're wrong. I've been working for myself. Now get out. I need to make sure that when he dies, he suffers just like my family.
What are you talking about?
My life. This monster will feel all the agony I've lived with for years.
One fully sharpened knife to cut great big slices of cake.
Hooray!
Morte was pretty angry. You think she'll go and tell the director, Kuma?
Not that spiteful, but if you want, I'll check. Be right back.
I've dedicated my life to finding him and enacting my revenge. When I heard a beastman who resembled him was running a hospital, I had to come find out if it was the king.
The king?
At first, his facade even had me fooled. This beastman who went out of his way to do so much good for people, he couldn't possibly be the monster that I've been searching for. But then today, I overheard your friends from the World Salvation Committee identify him. And he confessed. After spending countless hours convincing myself otherwise. It turns out he was right under my nose the entire time. I finally found you, the King of Desert Slaughter.
What you say is true. I was the King of Desert Slaughter, but I've dedicated the rest of my life to atone for my sins. But no amount of atonement can ever make up for the suffering I have caused.
Atonement? That's why you started this charity hospital?
Correct. To try and save as many lives as I had taken away.
Do you honestly think that your little hospital can make up for all that you've done? You slaughtered my entire village, then burned it to the ground. You killed my wife and my little girl. It was you.
Go on. Tell me the consequences of my actions and then kill me. I don't deserve your mercy.
What could be taking Kyrie so long, Kuma?
She must have taken him hostage.
It's midnight, so it's already his birthday. Let's take him his cake before she spoils the surprise, Kuma.
Why are you laughing at me? Are my family's death some sort of sick joke to you?
The opposite, actually. The same thing happened to me. So feel free to kill him if you like. My family was killed in the fighting between the Beastmen and humans as well. Just after that, my brother joined the Golden Lions resistance group with a chance to fight back. He truly believed they could defeat the Beastmen and win back humanity's freedom. He was just a child, fueled by anger and revenge, until he was killed too.
Could it be that the boy in my dream is Morte's younger brother?
It seems humans and Beastmen will just disregard the casualties and keep on fighting forever. A world like that shouldn't exist. I wish that the entire world would just die off.
Then let's end it now. We'll start with him, then destroy the world.
Happy birthday, elephants!
Morte, stop the kids! What's going on here, Kuma?
Children, get out now! Stop it! If I'm the one you want, leave them alone!
Everyone, get out of here now, Kuma! Damn you!
Stay away. I'll drop the flame.
No, please don't!
Oh no.
Dog Elephant never did anything wrong! Leave him alone! Anyone who wants to hurt our Dog Elephant wants to go through me first!
Children.
I love you.
Oh no! Ah!
Anne, Belle, Seth, get out!
I'll go!
No, you can't. The fire is spreading too rapidly.
Do not worry, children. It will take more than a fire to stop me.
He's alive. Hey, Morte, wait up. Where are you going?
If you two were to remain in this village, you could both go back to living normal lives. You'll be safe here. It's me the World Salvation Committee is after, anyway.
What's the matter, Kirie? Aren't you gonna follow her, Kuma?
You must go after her.
But
I'm not suggesting you have to go and destroy the world with her, son. On the contrary. I believe in my heart that if you continue with her on this journey, perhaps you will be the one who is able to finally heal her pain. If I can heal my soul, then she can heal her heart.
yes, we'd love one if it's available. But you see,
Your friend is welcome. I would go out of business if I started being choosy about my clientele.
are you serious? Thank you so much.
Kuma, I do hate to ask this, but it's our policy to collect payment first.
Sure.
Splendid. I'm glad you three turned out to be decent travelers after all.
What exactly did you mean by that?
Well, I don't want to scare you off, but I should warn you that the World Destruction Committee has been terrorizing this area.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the word is that they've been robbing people and eating without paying. I guess they're hard up for cash.
That's unbelievable.
I hope you folks are enjoying your meal, and I hate to ask again, but about the bill?
Tell me, have you ever asked yourself, why did the gods go out of their way to place the beastmen as well as the humans within this world? Some say they were bitter after being dumped by the goddesses. Others say the gods accidentally made two unique tribes because they were distracted by demons. But this was no accident, rather a message.
Hark! Let all beings live together and love transcend the tribes!
That is what the gods have truly intended for us, to unite all tribes through the power of love. All the tribes, not just man and beast man, but also between man and woman. Speaking of which, seeing as how you and I represent the tribes of male and female, I would love for us to transcend together. It's the gods' will for us to unleash the power of love. What'd you do that for? Couldn't you have found a better way to tell me that you were getting jealous?
You're making an ass of yourself. Let's get out of here.
Can you guys please not fight here?
Hold on, what about your bill?
This may surprise you, but I... None other than the feared Kyrie of the World Destruction Committee.
And I'm Morte.
Makes me toppy. I love to hear the screaming. Now, if any of you so much as think about going to the authorities, we'll come back and give you something to really scream about. I hope I've made myself clear. Ciao!
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. Are you okay, little girl?
Yeah?
It's time to leave. Right. How much longer will it be before we reach the new world?
Kuma! After you rest up, we're starting interrogations immediately, Kuma.
Are you still going on about that? If these imposters want the attention and can get the World Salvation Committee off our backs, it's a win-win.
How can you say that, Kuma? I, for one, cannot stand here and let some petty thief drag my name through the mud, Kuma.
If that's what you're concerned about, you're a little late.
Toppy, it would be really nice if you just stayed here with us and relaxed. Especially after they were nice enough to bring that special bedding for you. Besides, you'd stick out like a sore thumb if you were investigating in town.
So you'll take a fall for a friend to be associated with stealing gambling money, but not the old dine and dash?
Fine then, Kuma. I'll just investigate by myself, Kuma.
Toppy, just stop and think about it for a second.
Get off!
Sorry, Morte.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Oh, man, how do you tell a woman that already wants to kill you that you tore her clothes?
I'm not telling you people anything until you buy enough food to compensate me for what they ate and the damage they caused. Besides, if the World Salvation Committee had done their jobs, none of this would have ever happened.
Watch your tongue, human! The World Salvation Committee is saving you from extinction, and you dare to think we owe you?
No, I just meant that...
How often must I tell you not to use intimidation?
Pardon me, Narja, but I've had it with your rules. It's not as if any of your calculations have brought the World Destruction Committee into custody.
Sorry you feel that way, but I disagree. My calculations have been perfect, yet Lady Luck hasn't been on our side. But our time to strike seems to be soon upon us. And it looks like we're having a meal until then.
What of everything they ate for our special patrons?
Now your part.
I heard they stole a number of priceless items from an antique store in the next town.
In the next town?
That's right, the one at the top of that hill. It's a Beastman town, so I rarely make it up there. If you look close enough, though, you can probably see.
We have to walk all the way up there? I hope you're hungry.
Beastmen sure do come in all shapes and sizes. I've been sheriff of this town for many years, and you certainly are the tiniest fella I've ever seen.
I'll take that as a compliment, and thank you for your years of devoted service. Now, can you describe the criminal activities of the World Destruction Committee, Kuma?
Well, there's not much except some robberies and eating without paying, save for an incident in the next town where someone was injured in a robbery.
These things disgust me, Kuma.
Looks to me like every restaurant and antique shop in the area has been knocked over by these criminals. Just today, they walked out on their bill and terrorized patrons at a restaurant near here.
How long ago?
A few hours back, so I'm calling witness.
This time it's a teeny tiny bear.
Put me down, Kuma! Don't call me Bear, Kuma.
Mr. Policeman, I don't get it. Why doesn't he want to be called a bear?
Maya, put the little bear down. Can't you see he doesn't like to be handled like that? Maya, I need your help. Can you be my star witness and tell me what happened at the restaurant?
Yes, sir. The bear was way bigger than this one, and his name was Tuppy, and he was really nice, and he said he was sorry.
He said he was sorry?
He just looked really scary because he was super huge, but he was actually nice and apologized just to me.
I'm not a bear, Kuma.
Gideon, look at how intricate this painting is. I think it's an original.
Oh, wow. So deep. Just keep looking at how pretty and intricate it is.
Okay.
Needed some fresh air. Is that a... Hey, Morte, you gotta see this. Come on, look at that building. Maybe we could go together.
Huh? Go where?
The one across the way with the chimney. It looks like it's the town bathhouse. So, how's about you and I go relax together, Morte?
Bathe together?
No, what I meant to say was...
What happened next?
After that, the shop owner put up quite a fight, but he was no match for all three and received near-fatal injuries. This is where he went down.
That poor man never would have suffered if you folks from the World Salvation Committee could keep tabs on your perps.
Shut your face, or I'll...
Are you two doing okay?
We'll be fine once we apprehend these criminals, so it's pertinent that you give us all the information you have. So, officer, what leads can you pass on?
Well, a report came through that placed your burglars hitting more antique stores in the next town over.
Next town over?
Yeah, once you make it over those two mountain peaks, it's right on the other side. It should only take a day or two.
So the intel I've gathered points to our imposters committing crimes of circumstance with the restaurants, yet their specialty seems to be antique robbery, Kuma. And according to the eyewitness testimony of a little girl, there's a beast man who... Have you even listened to a word I've said, Kuma?
Sorry, what little girl now?
Our reputations are on the line here. The least you could do is just listen, Kuma. Can't you two take this the least bit seriously, Kuma?
Nope. Sorry, Toppy, but I have bigger problems now. Do you see it?
Can I
What am
please
I
have
looking
some more
at?
to drink?
Morte, don't tell me you can't see it, Toppy. Just look at her thigh.
Kuma! Morty's gonna absolutely freak out and take it out on us, Kuma!
Why us when it's all your fault?
My fault? I never touched her thigh, Kuma!
If you hadn't pushed me down on top of
What are
her...
you guys talking about? What's with you guys?
How might I help you?
We've heard great things about this Anne and would like a room for the night.
Sure. First, I'm sorry, but I must ask for payment in advance. It's our policy.
It seems that our path to the New World will continue to be long and steep. You may be surprised to hear this, but the dreaded World Destruction Committee is right...
Sorry to interrupt, but I have some questions for you.
The World Destruction Committee is right over there, and we're just innocent citizens, so protect us. Those three are obviously the World Destruction Committee, and they're trying to bring our world to an end.
You mean they're here? You're that little fella from earlier. I knew there was something odd about you. Figures someone that ridiculously puny was up to no good.
Ridiculously puny?
Quiet! Fool me once, shame on you. I may be old, but I won't be fooled twice, so confess.
Now hold on, Kuma. We both heard that little girl's statement, and she said that bear was much bigger than me, Kuma.
Yes, sir. The bear was way bigger than this one, and his name was Tommy, and he was really nice, and he said he was sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Glad you remember, Kuma.
The bear was way bigger, huh?
Hold on! A master crime solver like yourself shouldn't be so easily swayed by trickery. Look, gaze upon my injury. This vertically challenged bear told me he was with the World Destruction Committee. Then he attacked me relentlessly and without warning.
Vertically challenged?
See, he doesn't deny a thing.
Not when they're blatant lies, Kuma.
Quiet! Both of you back away from one another slowly. Then all of you up against the wall. I'm interrogating both of your groups. Now, according to the reports, this World Destruction Committee is a trio consisting of one human man and woman and a beast man bear. The man's supposed to be scrawny.
Scrawny? Sir, would you describe my bulging muscles as scrawny?
The woman, strikingly beautiful. And the last one is a vicious-looking beast man. Vicious-looking.
Just because I'm a big guy doesn't mean I'm vicious.
Eyewitnesses from a restaurant where they ate without paying their bills said that this trio bickered and fought all the time.
Bickering and fighting? Why, then that couldn't possibly be us. There's nothing we hate more than fighting, right, guys?
What now?
Forgive me, Kuma.
Good grief. What's next?
Now, about the woman. While they were fighting, she threw the man in her group halfway across the restaurant with considerably unladylike strength. Sounds to me like she's prone to some rather violent tendencies.
She has a gentle and ladylike grace to her without a hint of violence.
Right. Well, now it's my turn.
Okay, that's good enough, Morte. Don't bend over so far.
You knew about this? You both knew about it, didn't you?
Ladylike grace, right?
How's this for ladylike grace?
Well, that narrows it down.
The evil has fallen, so the time has come for us to depart.
Halt, Kuma!
I'm sorry. But we cannot allow ourselves to be captured. We're too far along our journey to discovering the new world where humans and beastmen can coexist peacefully.
We're leaving.
I truly am sorry.
Don't move!
What is it now?
How do you explain this? Some of these paintings are the very ones reported missing from that antique shop in the next town over. And these vases, also stolen. You folks have some explaining to do. It's real? One human man, one human woman, and a beast man bear? It was you all along!
Don't give us all the credit. We certainly robbed those antique stores for things of value, but eating without paying really isn't our style. But looks like it's your lucky day, because I'm fairly certain the ones guilty of those crimes are right there.
Does it really matter? Now that they all know the truth, we can't exactly let them live.
Save me! If you're gonna cower, can you please watch where your hands go? Go with me already! So we wasted all this time looking around? And they were right there! Oh, no, you don't! This will be an excellent time to escape.
I'm not really sure I can. I can't seem to move.
Moron.
Hey, you, imposters! This way, Kuma! It's not safe, Kuma!
You could at least try to carry me with a little of that ladylike grace I found.
It doesn't seem like anyone's following us, but...
I am so very sorry!
I am sorry as well.
Ditto.
You will properly compensate every restaurant, and you will take over management of that inn, Kuma. Your penance for tarnishing a hero's name, Kuma.
Paying for what we ate is one thing, but why have us run the inn?
To create a place where humans and beastmen coexist peacefully, Kuma. The new world isn't some far-off place. It's wherever you make it, Kuma.
Oh, thank you so very much!
The new world isn't a far-off place, but wherever you make it. Wow, it sounds like something that I would have come up with.
I think it's about time that Tapi and I got going.
You've helped us more than you will ever know.
Before you two run off, I must impart you with advice of my own. Take this from someone who knows. Never anger a woman.
I didn't think I'd see them again so soon. Figured they'd had enough of the sand sea on their last trip. I guess it's true some people just never learn. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you folks are headed toward the autumn continent too. And as luck would have it, I happen to have a few goods on board that I'm taking in that direction. It only makes sense for me to make sure you get there, don't you think?
Well, we can't afford to pay you. We're broke, Kuma.
I guess I'm willing to let you work it off. The deck and cabins could really use a thorough cleaning. Come to think of it, the kitchen has been pretty filthy lately. So, how about it? You get those places cleaned up before we get to the autumn continent and you don't have to pay me a thing.
Really? It's a lucky thing we're not afraid of a little hard work.
Hold on. Since when do you speak for all of us?
Salvation Committee, Kuma.
Come on, shouldn't you start firing at them?
If this was a warship, I probably would, but this is a cargo vessel. We don't really carry too many anti-torpedo weapons on board.
You know you don't stand a chance against us, you dirty smuggling dogs. Now hand over the goods quietly and nobody gets hurt.
They wouldn't be here if they weren't looking for something, Kuma, but it sure isn't us.
I've seen that mark. It's for the Golden Lions.
I'm running out of patience, so get a move on with those goods or we'll put the torpedo square in the hull of your pathetic little ship. Wait a minute. That's the World Destruction Committee. Well, look at that. I'm killing 2 sandwells with 1 torpedo. What a great day!
The submarine crew has just captured the World Destruction Committee. They happen to be traveling aboard an unlucky smuggler ship at the time.
They must have been trying to make their way to the Autumn continent. I can't help but be a little disappointed that you and I didn't capture them first.
The submarine received an anonymous tip that the Golden Lions would be trying to smuggle some goods onto the Autumn continent. They were attempting to seize those goods before they reached their final destination.
Why does any of that matter?
It could give us a hint as to who leaked the information. It's just a hunch. Anyways, I think it would be best if we recovered the destruct code from the submarine as quickly as possible.
So, what do the 3 of you know about the Golden Lions?
That they're a meaningless resistance group?
Meaningless, huh? I guess that's not completely inaccurate.
Mind telling us why you were smuggling such dangerous goods, Kuma? You a member of the Resistance too, Kuma?
No, I don't have anything to do with those guys. Like I said before, I don't care what the work is as long as it pays enough. Even so, once I take on a job, I always see it through to the very end. It's the only code I live by. And I've never taken on cargo I couldn't deliver. Until now.
Hope that means you have a plan, Kuma.
What with the yelling in there? Come on, knock it off!
Please, we'll try to keep it down!
I'm sorry, sir. The World Destruction Committee has escaped from the brig.
Have they? Well, it isn't like they've got anywhere they can run, right?
Captain, there's their sand ship dead ahead coming right for us.
Tried to steal my glory, is that it? We'll see about that. Submerge.
What idiots. Let's go.
We're submerging! We're gonna be trapped in here!
I'd be careful around those if I were you. The fact that you took those crates on as cargo tells me you have no idea what's inside.
What are you talking about? I'm a smuggler. We're not known for being picky about what goods we move, if the price is right.
Good, because the weaponry is only a cover. Here.
Is that You mean you're smuggling a bomb, Kuma?
Yes. I had assumed they might try something like this.
You saw this coming. How?
It's not really surprising. The Golden Lions are known for their strategy. All they had to do was find a smuggler foolish enough to accept their cargo, tip off the Beastmen, wait for them to confiscate their goods, and then, kaboom.
Okay, but was the foolish thing really necessary?
I didn't know that they were so evil.
Is there any reason that we haven't gotten rid of the bomb already?
Giddy's right. We've got to surface now, Kuma.
Not so fast. You're not going anywhere. These people are my hostages. And this is my hull. So don't think a bunch of fancy lies will convince me to hand them over.
Perish the thought.
Don't just stand there. What am I paying you for? Get over there and capture the World Destruction Committee.
What do you think we should do?
Guess we don't have much choice. Now it's up to us to try to defuse this bomb.
I think it's about to blow!
Run for your life, Kuma!
Leo, what are you doing? Hurry up!
Hey! Let us in! This is fire!
Kyrie! No good. Get the hatch off of him.
We don't have much time.
He doesn't seem to be breathing. Does anybody know CPR?
Hey, don't look at me. I wouldn't even know where to start. It's your idea. You do it.
I would try, but I can't. I don't know how.
What are you looking at me for? I'm not the one who suggested we save this guy.
Guess it's up to me then, Kuma.
Tommy.
Bear? All right, kid. Time to save your life.
Tommy, what the heck was that for?
Oh, please, don't flatter yourself. I was just doing CPR.
Kyrie!
Leah, over here, quick. We've got to get out of here.
I think we'll be safe in here for the time being.
But what about Kyrie and the rest?
They managed to get behind another one of the hatches just in time. They're all probably okay.
We're here.
Where's that?
She's there.
Leah, are you all right?
I was a little shaken up, but I'm okay. I'm with the World Destruction Committee, kid, and... the bear.
I'm not a stinking bear, Kuma.
I'm glad to hear it. Everyone is fine on our end, too. It would appear that we finally reached the bottom of the sand sea.
Well, let's head to the surface.
Not yet. The engine still isn't responding.
Any chance at resurfacing we might have had was probably lost during that explosion.
Are you trying to tell me we're trapped at the bottom of this sand sea with no way out?
If we don't come up with some kind of plan soon, the weight of that sand is gonna crush us, Kuma.
That's only if we don't use up all our air before then.
I guess you're gonna have to call for some help. But if you tell anybody who we are, you're dead.
I don't have any means of communication. And even if I did, there's no one who could get to us in time, much less do anything to help.
What do you mean by that?
The submarine is a fairly recent development created by the Clocktown engineers. So recent that we're aboard the only submarine in the entire world right now.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we just swim out?
That's the absolute dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We're under millions of tons of sand. We'd all be crushed the second we open the door.
Still, there must be something we can do. I think it's safe to assume that none of us want to die down here, so why don't we call it a truce, all right?
Isn't there any way to escape, like an emergency escape vessel?
There isn't anything that sophisticated.
What was the plan when something like this happened?
We were supposed to prevent it before something like this ever happened.
I wonder how far away from the surface we are. I bet we can make it up to the top if we hold our breath. Oh, Tommy, why don't you hold onto my neck and breathe into my mouth like you did before? That way I'll have enough air to get to the surface.
You are not using me as an oxygen tank, Kuma.
Wait, I've got an even better idea. We'll grab that toilet bowl. I can use it as a helmet and there'll be some air trapped inside so I can breathe normally all the way to the top. It's foolproof.
I already told you you'd be crushed as soon as you opened the hatch. Are you stupid or are you deaf? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
The cabin where the explosion occurred is in the stern of the ship, but the bow, where the engine is located, didn't sustain any damage at all. So if the controls are the only thing preventing us from being able to surface, then our best bet would be finding the engine room and restarting it manually.
Okay, but how are we supposed to get there in the first place? All the passageways are completely flooded with sand.
If we can reach this duct, we have a chance.
It might work if that wasn't a ventilation duct. No way any of us are fitting in there.
I can't believe I'm doing this. They're treating me like some pathetic regular bear, not with the respect a full-blooded dwarf bear deserves. Kuma!
Do you think Tommy will be okay?
Now we just have to pray that the duct doesn't get flooded with sand.
It'll be all right. We did the right thing by putting our faith in that little bear.
I'm not a bear, Kuma.
He made it through.
It was tough, but I made it to the engine room.
Good. Now follow the instructions I gave you and see if you can restart the engine.
You can count on me, Kuma. This is never gonna work, Kuma.
What's the problem, Toppy?
The tank ruptured, Kuma. Looks like all the fuel leaked out, now it's completely empty, Kuma.
Well, I guess that means we're out of options.
There's nothing left to do but sit back and wait to get swallowed up by the sand.
Please forgive my optimism, but if the World Destruction Committee were to perish today, then the World Salvation Committee would have no reason to exist anymore. Mutual annihilation would certainly make for a convenient end.
Don't forget about the foolish smuggler who'd be annihilated too. Come to think of it, this voyage will be the second time in my career I wasn't able to get my cargo where it was supposed to go. The other was a year ago, but I wasn't transporting goods, just a message. I remember that the client was a member of the Golden Lions, but the kid was far too young to be a part of the Resistance. Now that one was tough. The kid told me he wanted me to pass along a very important message to his sister, who at the time was living by herself in their hometown. I'm sorry for making you worry, he said. I promise I'll be back someday, but right now, I have to go and change the world. So until I do, please wait for me. Then he ran off with his companions before I even got to ask him his sister's name. He did say this, though. She may be strong-willed, and she keeps her true feelings very guarded. But deep down, she's an incredibly gracious person. I've always wondered what happened to that poor kid.
I see you haven't given up, have you?
You promised to deliver that message to the boy's sister, and I won't let you die before you fulfill that promise.
It's useless. There's no fuel left in the tank. Nothing you can do is going to work.
There may not be any fuel in the tank, but there's a small chance that there's some fuel in the engine itself, and it might be just enough to move us a little bit.
Even if you're right and we can move a little bit, we're still at the bottom of the sand sea. Without the ability to surface, either the sand or the lack of oxygen is going to kill us eventually. Something of an incredible size is making contact with our hull.
It couldn't be another submarine, could it? You said this was the only vessel like it in the entire world.
No, it's not a submarine. I know that sound. We've got a sand whale. Okay, Toppy, go ahead and start up the engine. We'll see how much we can get out of it. It doesn't have to be enough to make it to the surface. We just have to move forward.
Right, you got it, Kuma.
Here we go. Sandwells find their prey by sound, and they swallow it whole with the sand around it.
And once they've eaten, they expel the sand.
All right, we made it.
It's the autumn continent.
This is a miracle, Kuma. Miracles don't have anything to do with it. It was simply another twist of fate.
So what's next, huh? Do you still plan on arresting us?
Marte, be quiet.
Not yet. I think for the moment our truce will remain in effect.
Gotcha.
Farewell.
I suppose it's too much to ask for them to keep that truce indefinitely, Kuma.
Now that that's all settled, I guess I should be heading out.
Some people say that in Galoa, you can find out anything you want to know, Kuma.
Wow. What an odd statue.
Give me your beastmen, your humans, any and all people who yearn to gain knowledge. That's what I've heard it says, Kuma.
Oh, really? That's good news for us. After that little ordeal we had in the Sand Sea, I, for one, am ready for some rest and relaxation.
place is great, Kuma.
Yeah, it's way better than I imagined it to be.
Step on up! Fresh baked sweet potatoes here!
Hey, that reminds me. Morte, we haven't eaten anything all day, have we? Want a sweet potato?
No, thank you.
Okay, so what's wrong with her, Kuma?
This is stupid. We're supposed to be the World Destruction Committee.
Let's not start in on that again. We're already here. Why don't we relax? Hey, I'll go get us a little bit of food.
Oh, come on, that's crazy.
No way, it's true.
I can't thank you enough for all the great work that you and your friends have been doing. The children have really taken a liking to you. They're having so much fun. A world where humans and beastmen could live in harmony. It's been my lifelong dream to make a world like that into reality.
It's a wonderful thought, but I just cannot believe a single word that comes out of your mouth.
Morte? Hey, where are you going, Kuma?
I got us the spuds.
What the heck's her problem, Kuma? She's been acting like that since we got here.
Well, I think she's reminiscing about something.
Reminiscing about what, Kuma?
Let's leave her alone for now. So what should we do, Toppy?
I think I'll sit down and enjoy those sweet potatoes. It's rare for us to get a day off, so we should take full advantage.
Agreed. And as for me, I think I'll walk around campus a bit. It seems like there's plenty to see around here, don't you think?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Unfortunately, we're closed now. Can I help you?
I'm sorry. It's just, I've never been to this town before. I was curious, so I...
Oh, I understand.
Been a while since I've had alone time. It really does feel nice.
Hey, look at that guy. He's so cute. Him? You think so? I'm just not that into blonde men.
I've been on the road for way too long. Sorry about that. Could you kick it back, please? Everybody's so happy here.
Thanks!
It's closing down?
Yeah. I inherited this library from my father, who used to work as an historian. Between my big sister and I, the two of us managed to keep it going for a while. However, I think the time has come to move on with my life.
I see. So you have an older sister?
Well, technically, I guess I had one. Several years ago, our father got mixed up in a fight between beastmen and humans, and wound up dying in the melee. Not long after, my sister left town, and before I knew it, no one had any idea what happened to her. And then just a few days ago, I got a notice. Just like my father, she got involved in a fight between beastmen and humans, and was killed.
Is that your sister?
Uh-huh. Both of us were orphans, but luckily our father took us in and raised us as his own. Because he thought it would be better for us to be raised together, and he would always say all tribes were created equal. But since my father was killed and my sister disappeared, I developed very severe anxiety. I began to doubt if living in a town where beastmen and humans lived side by side was best for me. And now my sister's been killed under the same circumstances as my father. Anyway, that's when I decided to leave. Closing out the library is the last thing I have to do. So, you don't...
I've got some extra time on my hands.
You're
wait!
I'm sorry. I forgot something at home and I had to go back and get it.
That's no excuse.
But I needed it. What was I supposed to do?
Oh, well, I guess she doesn't believe in the idea that beastmen and humans should get along. Poor Morte. An historical museum?
Some people say that in Galoa, you can find out anything you want to know, Kuma.
They may know about the Destruct Code. I mean, it is a museum after all.
So, tell me, what brought you to this town?
No reason. It's just a stop along the way.
Don't tell me you're traveling all by yourself. That's my sister's studio. She painted. That's what she studied here. It's another room I have to clear out. I haven't set foot in there since she left. It's kind of hard to describe. But it feels like if I go in there, every memory I have when she was alive will somehow disappear. That frightens me.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you see, books that focus on those sort of topics have no real academic value. We like to keep them together back here in our storage space. We spent so much time organizing and we still can't keep up. Ah, I believe this is it.
Thank you for helping me out.
Don't mention it. Just give me a holler once you're finished, okay?
The Destruct Code. It contains the power to destroy the world. For eons, knowledge of its existence has remained a mystery, passed down through folklore and legend. You know, I'm not sure if I even remember where I first heard about the Destruct Code. Written by the Alligator Master. This book's full of research. There's so much of it. The Destruct Code was formed by the gods when the world was in its first moments of creation. The annihilation it is capable of causing may be carried out by either beastmen or human beings. This is some pretty detailed stuff here. I wonder if there's any information on how to use it. Excuse me, sir?
I'll be right there, man.
Would it be all right if I borrowed this book for a little while?
Oh, yeah, of course. In fact, I'll even give it to you if you want. I mean, it's not like anyone's actually going to read the old thing.
Excuse me?
Yes?
So then, Morte offered to help you, and you're sure she knew you were a beast man?
That's right. Do you find something wrong with that?
Oh, no.
Well then, I suppose it's about time I put an end to all this, huh? Excuse me. I just wanted to thank you for all the help you've given me today. I think it's about time we call it quits. It's already getting dark out.
Yeah, okay. On second thought, let's keep going until we're finished. Since you're leaving, the sooner you're done, the better.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go scrounge up some lanterns.
Hey, Morte,
What?
the Destruct Code. Where did you find it?
It was with my brother when he passed away.
There's something written about it in this book I found. It says there are a number of theories, but there's no record of anyone ever seeing the actual device. I looked through some other sources as well, but none of them say with any certainty that the item you have is actually the Destruct Code.
What are you getting at? That my brother left behind a fake?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Listen, let's say what you have is the real thing. If we don't know how to use it, then...
So what? It doesn't change the fact that I have to put an end to this despicable world.
Where'd those two run off to, Kuma?
A town like this, where beastmen and humans live together, it seems like the idea of it doesn't sit well with you. But what about the three of us? We seem to do all right, don't we?
You know, I didn't go on this journey to make friends.
So you're saying this whole time you haven't had any fun? Well, I know that I'm having a fantastic time. I mean, really? I've never done anything like this before. Of course, we did almost die a few times. Before this, I was nothing more than a loner. Hey, do you remember the cafe where we first met? I would just hop around from town to town before I got that job. I lived my life in a constant state of fear just because I'm a human. And it didn't take long for me to find some comfort in wearing a beastman disguise. But even then, I still don't think I ever got a decent night's sleep. You know what I mean? And this stupid thing, it almost became a part of my body. It was about the only thing I could really rely on for a time. You must be helping out here for a reason. Is it because that guy looks like your brother? I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time now. The entire reason behind why you're so fixated on destroying the world, is it because of what happened to your younger brother back then? He was a member of the Golden Lions, wasn't he? That's how he got caught up in the struggle, right?
Stop!
Eeyore, this must be hard for you, huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I think the reason why my sister decided to leave is because in some backwards way she believed that the town was to blame for what happened to our father.
And you really believe that that's the truth? Maybe she felt like your father did, that all the tribes were created to be equal. If you look at your sister's motives in that way, then perhaps she decided to leave to go spread the word.
I'll open the door. And there it is. You know, it's not always an easy thing to forgive and forget.
This room's in need of a cleaning. Would you mind staying in and helping out?
Eeyore, look!
Yes, the Destruct Code. Will be mine.
Hey, guys, look over there!
Clocktown's known for its advancements in robotics, Kuma. The ones we're looking at right now are called clockwork robots, Kuma.
Clockwork robots. Hey, Morte, wait up. Did I do something to annoy you? You're walking away in such a hurry.
We didn't come here to watch the robots all day. We came here for a reason. The Alligator Master, who's in charge of this town, has vital information about the Destruct Code. So we need to speak with him.
Yeah, I know. I just thought since we're wanted criminals that we'd make a plan first. It's not like we can march up to his front door and start firing off questions.
The whole reason I put these ridiculous bunny ears back on in the first place was so we could do just that. So I suggest we remain inconspicuous.
Good job staying inconspicuous, Kuma.
Hey, lady, you all right? Clockwork robots are intelligent, but it's not like they have eyes in the back of their heads. Are you guys travelers? Tell me, what do you think about Clocktown and our clockwork robots?
They seem incredibly well made, Kuma.
That's for sure, and I can't imagine what life would be like if we didn't have these little guys doing everything we asked.
I want to try. Mr. Robot, bring me the book that's on the ground over there.
Strange. Guess she must have broken him.
Hey, clockwork robot over there, come give me a hand!
It hates me.
I guess they don't respond to humans. They must be programmed to respond only to beastmen. Let's go.
Wait, does that mean the two of you are... humans?
Who knew they'd play into my hands this easily?
The humans have been spotted in town. What are your orders?
I want them captured alive, but you may injure them.
Yes, sir. Additionally, 2 members of the World Salvation Committee are requesting entrance into the city.
Delay their entrance for as long as possible. Your top priority is to bring me those humans at once.
Affirmative. Welcome, travelers, to Clock Tower. I will be your guide to our remarkable city. How may I be of service to you?
We appreciate your assistance and hospitality. We have come here today to...
Before we begin, I must confirm your identification. What is the name of your organization?
We are Leah and Naja, members of the World Salvation Committee.
That was Curled Vacation Karate?
No, it's World Salvation Committee.
Hurled Sensations of Pity?
No, that's not it. World Salvation Committee.
Girl Devastation N City?
Wrong. Listen close. World Salvation Committee.
World Sensation Schmitty?
That's closer.
Oh no! I think they found out we're the World Destruction Committee.
Be careful, Kuma. These guys aren't your typical clockwork robots. They're Clocktown's fighting robots, Kuma.
Not a problem. We'll just do this the hard way.
He's calling for backup.
Stop! Don't do it, Kuma!
That's an affirmative.
Huh? Of course, they're programmed to respond to beastmen. Toppy, he'll listen to your every command.
All right, then, I want you to take us to a safe place where there's no one else around, Kuma.
Affirmative. Follow me.
What? How could they have escaped?
It appears that the 2 humans have a beastman companion, and now one of the clockwork robots is complying with his commands as a result of the standard laws of clockwork robotics.
Impossible. I foresaw this issue, so I took specific precautions to prevent it from happening. I added an additional law of robotics stipulating that no robot shall listen to any commands from members of the Bear Tribe.
It appears that their companion is of the Dwarf Bear Tribe and not of the Bear Tribe.
Dwarf Bear? How can that be unless the picture upon this wanted poster is completely inaccurate?
We've reached a secure location, Master Bear. What are your next orders?
Don't call me Bear, Kuma.
That's an affirmative.
Now that our cover's blown, should we leave?
Lead us to where the Alligator Master is.
According to the 3rd law of clockwork robotics, a robot must never comply with any order given to it by a human.
Then you say it.
Not a chance, Kuma. Why don't you ask me later after you think of a less suicidal plan, Kuma?
Hey, wait! Wait a second. We're in trouble.
Toppy, order them to stay back.
All of you, at ease, now, Kuma. I said at ease. That was a direct order, Kuma.
It appears the programming for the laws of clockwork robotics has been recently updated.
I don't want to die here.
Morte and I will open up a path to your right, Kuma. After that, you run for it, Kuma.
Morte, I'm okay. I think I want to stay and fight this time.
Toppy! Catch it!
I'll be back, Kuma.
Wait, why would you listen to me? You know I can't fight.
Follow my lead. Now they'll take us to the Alligator Master just like I wanted.
Why'd I have to choose this time to stay and fight?
Baby.
The Pearl Castration Subcommittee?
No, listen closely. It's World Salvation Committee. Where's Leah?
We can't do anything if we stay hidden in the shadows, Kuma. Do you know exactly where those other robots have taken my friends, Kuma?
Affirmative.
Then tell me, Kuma.
The tallest tower in Clocktown is the Alligator Master's Clock Fortress. The two humans are currently located within.
Take me there, Kuma.
So the two of you make up the World Destruction Committee.
You're the Alligator Master. Now that we're formally introduced, I have questions for you.
Be mindful of your position. I've captured you. Wouldn't that mean I've earned the right to ask the questions? Has prisoner etiquette changed? Oh, fine. I'll have some fun and answer your little questions. I'm guessing you simply want to know how to use the Destruct Code, or am I mistaken? You must take me for a fool. You have in your possession an item that could wreak havoc upon all of beast mankind, and you think I'll just tell you how it works? How amusing. Do you even know what secret it is you're fishing for? The Destruct Code is not the secret of winning this war. If you fulfill your threat and activate the Destruct Code, it wouldn't be just the Beastmen tribe that you annihilate. Just as the legend states, the entire world would return to elemental sand. That means that you, I, every person on every continent, even the memory of our very existence would cease to be. If you activate the Destruct Code, your World Destruction Committee will do just that.
That's just fine by me. I'm Leah of the World Salvation Committee.
That was the Curled Crustacean Drum Kitty.
That's right. I'm from the Curled Crustacean Drum Kitty. Now can I please see the Alligator Master?
Negative. No affiliations known as the Curled Crustacean Drum Kitties are recorded in our database. Their location is north.
Wait, no, I'm not ready yet. What happened, Kuma?
I have overheated.
No need to overdo it. Let's rest here a bit, Kuma.
I will rest as you have ordered.
By the way, you haven't told me what your name is yet, Kuma.
Robots have no names. If you wish to distinguish me from other clockwork robots, you may refer to me as number 28.
Number 28, Kuma?
28 is my serial number. I have cooled to a sufficient temperature. Resuming forward motion.
What now? I'm not ready, Kuma!
You're fine with it. But have you bothered to check and see if it's fine with your companion over there? He may not be as fond as you are of becoming a pile of sand.
Yeah?
Now I feel that I have humored you for long enough. It's time. Hand over the Destruct Code this very instant.
Sorry, don't have it on me.
Don't even try to lie to me, girl. Gaze upon my brilliant creation. This machine is my Destruct Code detector. Thousands, or perhaps even tens of thousands of years ago, when the Destruct Code was activated, it left behind a distinctive energy that I was able to isolate and now track with my invention. Due to the high intensity of the energy, I cannot construct a smaller model, but it's fulfilling its purpose. Look at how brilliantly the light glows. It's indicating that the Destruct Code is near, very near. Now, you can't deny it any longer. Hand it over.
Are you hard of hearing? I said I don't have it.
My detector cannot be wrong, so you must be hiding it. Remove this girl's limbs one by one till it's found.
Huh? Number 28? Get my friends out of here, Kuma.
Seize at once. Terminate all violent behavior.
I've had enough. It's time for you to pay.
Destruct code. It wanted us to see.
Now let us depart.
Stop them!
Danger! You are in danger. Please take the item and resume running away. Your assistance is appreciated.
A hero doesn't leave a friend behind, Kuma. Even the numbered one!
Sorry I'm late. You wouldn't believe how much time it took to verify our identities. I think the clockwork robot at the gate may have a glitch. What's wrong, Leah?
What? Sorry. I managed to locate the World Destruction Committee members in town, but unfortunately I let them slip away again. They couldn't have possibly gotten that far away from here, though. So let's go.
What did you do this time?
With what happened before, I'd say the World Salvation Committee was never welcome in Clocktown.
Are you alright, Kuma?
I sustained only minor damages.
However, what's wrong, Kuma?
You rescued me after I asked you to run away. Is there something programmed in the laws of Beastmen to protect clockwork robots who are in danger?
No, not exactly, Kuma.
Does not compute. Please explain further.
That's the difference between clockwork robots and us living things, Kuma. The decisions we make aren't programmed into us, Kuma. We have the freedom to make our own decisions. It's called having a soul, Kuma.
A soul.
End of the line. As much fun as it's been, I'm through playing your little games. Retrieve the destruct code number 28.
Number 28, you don't have to do it, Kuma. You don't have to listen to what he says, Kuma. Stay strong, Kuma.
You've been programmed to do as I say, and I'm granting you authorization to switch to firing mode. Kill them.
No, Kuma.
Remote escape route is north.
Impossible!
Hey guys, climb faster! They're gaining on us!
Come on, Kuma.
Please do not approach. Please continue climbing, for I have made my own decision.
I won't leave you, Kuma.
Repeat, do not approach.
No, don't do it. Number 28! Number 28! 28!
Toppy, the best thing for us to do is to keep moving forward. Wait a second. Please tell me that you have the destruct code.
It was in number 28's chest when he fell.
What? After all of that?
Morte, you can't go back. We just barely made it out of there
Let
alive.
go of me!
Morte, just...
Don't understand
What seems to be the problem?
Number 28?
Number 28!
I had to return this.
Thanks, but I'm just glad you made it out safe, Kuma.
Of course I am safe. Clockwork Robotics Law 107. A clockwork robot must protect its own existence at all costs. I am awaiting your next command.
I have no more commands to give, Kuma.
Master Toppy, please issue me a command.
Right. If you need a command from me, Kuma, return to Clocktown and start living the way you want, Kuma.
Living. It is a difficult concept, Master Toppy, but I will comply.
Take it easy, Kuma, and good luck, friend.
What a pain it is to see you, my dear old friend.
So it is you.
Eagle Master?
Sure has been a while, hasn't it? I believe the last time the two of us saw each other was after the Elephant Master went soft.
If the head of the World Salvation Committee is making a side appearance, then the situation must be serious.
Huh. I just prefer not to sit behind a desk pushing a pencil all day like you.
Let me guess, you're here for the Destruct Code.
What else would I be here for? Although, just a quick glance around tells me it slipped through your claws. Where'd those World Destruction Committee morons run off to?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you, would I?
All right, fair enough. Establish a search radius around the town. Those idiots couldn't have gotten very far. Yes, sir! We'll be on our way. Leah, you've been on this mission for how long, and yet you still haven't reached your objective? I was counting on the dragon blood in your veins and the matchless power of your ancient tribe, but perhaps that was foolish of me.
I have no excuse.
Same with you, Nadja. There was a time when I thought very highly of that intellect you carry around in your head, but perhaps this is all we can expect from a human beast-man half-breed like yourself.
I'm afraid I also have no excuse.
I'm ordering you two to stay put for now. As for the Destruct Code, I'll go retrieve it myself.
Nadja. What are we gonna do now? Should we form a plan?
We'll see.
But you heard what that stupid bird had to say back there, didn't you? I won't take that lying down. We've been after the Destruct Code forever. The last thing we should do is listen to the Eagle Master. Why are we just waiting here like idiots? We should be going after the World Destruction Committee on our own.
Yeah, about that. Leah, tell me, do you really believe those three can actually destroy the world?
Hold on. Where's this coming from? Of course I believe that.
Well, I have my share of suspicions. And all this time we've been chasing them, they continue to do things that typical criminals bent on destroying the world would simply never think of doing. Time and time again. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. I mean, why are they doing this?
Nadja, are you getting soft on me? They're the World Destruction Committee. End of story. And what's more, the one I can't stand more than anybody else is that woman. While you are correct, there is some evidence that they have done some things that don't mesh with the typical world destruction attitude. But there's still that evil woman! She's as good as dead. I'm gonna capture her if it's the last thing I do. Wait up, Nadja!
What will be my next move? Despite all the investments I've made into the army of clockwork robots, they still couldn't keep up with them. Those three are turning out to be a stronger quarry than I originally thought.
Dragon Valley.
What did it mean when the Destruct Code showed us that scene of Dragon Valley? Yes, of course. It all makes sense.
Actually, isn't your home not too far away from where we are now?
Right, that way, on the other side of the desert. You can just barely make it out. That is my homeland, the Winter Continent. Although I haven't been back there in over 100 years.
100 years? Leah, I just want to say that I'm very aware this could be an extremely rude thing to ask a lady.
Well, what is it? Just spit it out already.
How old are you?
It's gotta be over 300 years or so by now. It's not really something I keep track of.
300?
I know what you're getting at, Nadja. You thought I was older, didn't you? Maybe it's because of my ultra-feminine physique.
Well, that's not exactly... just forget it. Now, you haven't been with the World Salvation Committee for long.
That's right.
Okay, but you've been alive for over 300 years. What made you decide to suddenly join the committee?
They say that if the Destruct Code were to unleash its power, everything, both living and dead, would be reverted back to sand. That means myself and my homeland would be obliterated. I can't just sit back and allow a tragedy like that to happen right under my nose.
I understand. It's so simplistic, like you.
Then what about you, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Oh, I value my life as well, but I have another reason for doing this. The committee is an organization where ability is rewarded, and since I have all the necessary qualities, there was simply no reason for me not to join.
Yours is just as simplistic as mine.
Yes, the result of a simple calculation. However, When it comes to the World Destruction Committee, the reasoning becomes more complicated. The question being, do we chase them or not?
I've heard that your home isn't far from where we stand now.
And exactly what business is that of yours anyways?
Just listen. It's been percolating in my mind for a while. Snowy cliffs surround your home, Dragon Valley. Terrain that's classified as inhospitable. It said anyone who's not of the Dragon Tribe is turned away. But if the visitor is the Destruct Code itself, who knows what could potentially happen?
Just what are you getting at?
You saw it, didn't you? It's undeniable. The image the Destruct Code showed us was there for a reason. Think about it for a second. What other reason would they have to come here other than the fact the Destruct Code has led them here? Which only means...
Impossible.
If I were you, I'd move quickly on this. You don't want your precious homeland destroyed now, do you?
That freaking woman!
She is simple-minded.
Really? Talk about world travelers. Now you're heading to the winter continent?
That's right. This thing had a reaction stronger than any I've ever felt from it before. And I have a feeling we'll be nearing the end of our voyage any day now.
Well, you know how I operate, as long as I'm getting paid. Put these on.
What's this?
Come on, have you guys forgotten already all the trouble you got into on the summer continent? Do you really think you could survive in the clothes you're wearing? So, how much extra are these gonna cost us, Kuma? Ah, I see someone's grown accustomed to how I do business.
Excuse me, have you seen my partner? She's from the Dragon Tribe. Something wrong?
My system identifies you as a half-human, half-beast man. I cannot determine if I am allowed to communicate with you. Please advise.
Is that right? Then let's do it this way. I will accept vague information that only answers a portion of the question. That should be enough to bypass your filters.
Understood. As you wish. Proceed with your query.
Have you seen my partner recently?
I may have seen her, and I may have not seen her. She may have been heading somewhere, then again, maybe not.
And where was she heading to?
She may have been heading somewhere in the direction of the winter continent, then again, maybe not.
Okay, then where did the alligator master go?
Our master may be chasing after the World Destruction Committee, and he may have sent the Dragon Lady after them, then again, maybe not.
Thank you. I understand. That will be all.
Hey, Bangi. Walrus. Hey, what's on your mind? Who made these footprints? Just some folks traveling by. Some humans and a beastman. In all my years living out here, I've never seen such an odd group passing through. They're not headed for Dragon Valley, are they? Yeah, I tried to stop them, but they wouldn't hear it. They just kept blathering on and on about them having to. I hope they get some sense in them and turn around, and before they run afoul of Dragon Tribe.
About those travelers you saw. You're gonna tell me everything you know about them!
Marte, can't we just take a quick break?
Would you quit whining? If we stop now, we'll all be ice statues before the sun goes down.
I know that, but we don't even know where we're going. What about that, huh?
That penguin told us this is the right way.
Okay, that is true. But just because one penguin told us to go this way doesn't mean we have to follow his word to the T. Come on, aren't you going to back me up here, Toppy?
Hey, Toppy, don't tell me you're about to go into hibernation right now.
What are you talking about, Kuma? It's not like I'm some bear that needs to sleep all winter. I'm losing my mind here. Kuma.
What's with him? He's obsessed with claiming he's not a bear when he obviously is. This place reminds me of a graveyard. I've seen one of these before.
Stop where you are! This hallowed ground is property owned by the Dragon Tribe. Who do you think you are, trespassing in our territory? I don't know. Why don't you try figuring it out yourself?
Oh, hold on, Morte. Knock it off already. The last thing we want to do is make her mad.
You're annoying me. Besides, isn't it a little late for that?
Are you crazy? You don't want to get in a fight on her home turf?
And you filthy woman! All that world destruction nonsense? You obviously don't get it. If you were to destroy the world, you and your friends wouldn't even be alive. What about you? The ridiculous world salvation you fight for. Do you really believe in that nonsense? Don't call it ridiculous. Saving a world where the only standard of living is beastmen ruling over humans is beyond ridiculous. It should be a crime. And if you can't understand that logic, then you're more stupid than I thought. If you study the way society works, you'll see it's a system that's best for everyone. Just look back at the historic...
Morte, what did you just do?
Would you shut up already? I'm so sick of this. Women who try to push their values onto everyone else, even when they... I can see now that it was just plain stupid of me to try and reason with you. Yes, it appears so. Damn you, world destruction witch! Snot-nosed little brat like yourself! When the hell would you even know about any of this?
Nice one.
How dare you call me brat?
Oh no, Tuppy, this isn't looking good. At this rate, we...
Come on, Tuppy, wake up!
You keep stuffing honey down my throat. I'm gonna get bloom fat, Kuma.
Are you talking to your brain? You're not making any sense! You're nothing more than a loose cannon. Have you considered the consequences of destroying the world? People like you rely on force alone to get what you want. So don't lecture me. I don't want to hear it. Step back and listen to what you're saying instead of acting so smug.
Are you awake? Tuppy?
There are two kinds of bears, Kuma. Strong omnivorous bears and strict carnivorous bears. Bears who live in the Arctic regions typically rely on seals for their primary source of food.
Why are you telling me this now? I don't need to know that. Just give up. It's over.
Leah! You have to get away from that ledge right now!
Nadja, what are you doing here?
What in the world was that sound, Kuma?
Oh no. Leah!
What the hell is that alligator up to?
Leah!
I've spotted it. Fan out, and don't come back without the destruct code. Got it?
Oh no, they found it.
We gotta hurry. They're trying to steal the destruct code, Kuma.
Almost there. We can get it.
Oh no, we're right on the edge. We're gonna fall.
I must admit, you three are about as lucky as they come.
you see? Now I hold the awe-inspiring power of the Destruct Code. Too bad.
Puppy, rise and shine!
Kuma?
So you're sure this passage leads to the top of the cliff?
Even if it doesn't, it's not as cold in here as it is outside, Kuma. And I'm not so sleepy anymore, Kuma.
This cave, it doesn't look like it was naturally formed, does it? It looks like some kind of ancient ruins. What's it doing here? And why are there so many?
There aren't any wounds on them, Kuma. It almost looks like all of them died of natural causes, Kuma.
Great. I guess that means they all died after getting trapped in here.
Then we ought to get moving if we don't want to end up the same way. Let's go. What happened? Is this...
Monte?
What's wrong, Kuma?
It is.
It's time for you to say goodbye, my dear.
No.
Hey, you okay, Kuma?
Monte? I know this place.
Kirie, what's wrong with you? What's going on? How'd I end up back in my hometown, Kuma?
I knew I recognized this place. I'd know it anywhere. It's where I was working when I met Morte. I remember seeing this notice and asking if I could have a job. Are you the owner, sir?
Sorry, kid, but we don't open for another hour. Oh, you want the job? Well, why didn't you say so? You have had experience working in a restaurant kitchen, haven't you?
Yes. My specialty is a sandwell dish that'll knock your socks off. I
And I
remember
can do more
this.
than
It's
cook.
exactly
I
what
can
happened
wash
the first
dishes
day I
and
got
mop
to
the
this
floors,
town.
whatever you need.
How is all of this happening?
Where did you go after you left Clocktown? Have you located those idiots from the World Destruction Committee?
My mechanical army has been in constant pursuit, but I'm afraid that they recently lost track of them on the Winter Continent, somewhere in the Dragon Valley.
And what about the Destruct Code?
It's still missing, just like our 3 fugitives. But is this not an ideal outcome? Both the Destruct Code and the members of the World Destruction Committee are buried under several tons of snow on the Winter Continent. There is absolutely no chance they will escape the Dragon Valley alive.
But where is the meaning in that?
Meaning? What difference does meaning make when your objective of saving the world is attained?
The Destruct Code is worthless unless it's in my hands. While I do not intend to destroy the world, others must know that I have the power to do so if I please. Only then will it be meaningful.
How inane. In that case, go to the Dragon Valley and find it yourself. But I suggest you be careful. You don't want to wander into the labyrinth of memories.
This place. It's my home. But how?
Forgive me for asking, sir, but this labyrinth of memories, what's it like?
The so-called labyrinth of memories. Once someone enters the labyrinth, there's no way out but death. They become lost in a dream world of their own memories, where they wander hopelessly until they wither and die.
His coffin has been laid to rest inside the temple. You should go see him. Which reminds me, I found this among his things. Can you tell me if it belonged to him? I see. Whether or not it was his, Reve kept it with him to the very end. It must have been quite important to him. Here, I'm sure he would have wanted you to have it.
I know this place. This is where they brought Reve's coffin. It's where I first came in contact with the Destruct Code.
You're Reve's sister, aren't you? My name is Karna. I'm a member of the Golden Lions. Look, I'm sorry, but I have to ask. Have you ever heard the stories of the Destruct Code?
I don't even know what that is.
The Destruct Code is a legendary treasure. It's believed to have the power to destroy the world. And they say that before he died, your brother Reve told some guys in his squad that he'd found it. If you find anything unusual in his possessions, and you're not sure what it is, I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know personally.
Let's rest here.
Seriously? That must be embarrassing. You're supposed to be the big tough boy.
Listen, sis. There's something that I need to talk to you about.
What's that?
It's no big deal, but I know you're gonna be against this because you're my big sister and everything. But I just think it's time for you to know that I'm going to be joining the Golden Lions soon.
You don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any idea how dangerous that is?
Well, sometimes people have to do some dangerous things if they want to change the world.
Reve, but why you?
Because we can't let things go on like this anymore. I want to help free all humans from this beastman oppression.
No, please, Reve, don't! You don't have to do it. Please, Reve, stay here. The world doesn't have to change. I'm begging you, Reve, stay here with me. Stop him! You've got to keep him from joining the Golden Lions. You have to. If you can keep Reve here with you, he'll never have to die. He can live. He can. You just have to stop him. Stop him. Please, stop him. Dad, is that you?
There are two kinds of pasts, Kuma. The kind you want to forget, and the kind you won't ever forget.
Well, look what we have here, Bear.
Yappy.
We've been waiting for you, Bear. Come on, let's go, Bear.
All right.
I understand. You've been moving around a lot lately. That's perfectly natural for a boy your age. You've got to get out there and experience the world and all that it has to offer while you still have the chance. I traveled a bit myself when I was younger. So, tell me, where were you before you ended up here?
Oh, well,
Never mind. Forget I asked. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I suppose everybody has a thing or two they wouldn't mind keeping a secret.
where am I?
Father, why do I have to see all these things again? Daddy, please don't go. Daddy! Daddy! Stop this. I don't want to see anymore. No more! No more! Make it stop!
Come on, sis. Dinner's on the table. It's your favorite, sand jellyfish. Hurry up, let's go.
Hold on a second, not so fast.
Look who finally made it. It's about time. Your poor dad's starving to death.
This is a special dinner. We finally got some fish from the Sand Sea. Mom, Dad, go ahead. There's plenty to eat.
Everything looks great, huh, sis? Let's dig in.
Right, dig in.
Here, sis.
Delicious.
Well, you don't have to act so surprised about it. Your mom's never made a bad meal in her whole life.
Now that we've got these explosives, we can finally give the Beastman a decent fight.
Hey, you over there! Hurry up!
Yeah, I'm hurrying.
Need some help?
No thanks, I've got it. It may not be easy, but it's good work. You wouldn't believe how much these guys are paying me for this.
So you're that smuggler?
I've been known to smuggle a thing or two if the price is right.
Oh, that's great. Because there's something I was hoping I could get you to transport for me.
What is it? Weapons? Food?
Just a message.
Message?
Yeah, my sister is living all by herself back in our village, and there's something I need you to tell her for me. Say that I'm sorry for making her worry. Tell her I promise I'll make it home safe, right after I've changed the world. And until then, tell her to wait for me. So it was Morte's little brother.
Reve, come here, will ya?
Hey! Thanks a lot, mister.
Sure.
So I looked him square in the eye and I said to him, maybe you ought to look at what's on your head first, Kuma.
That's right. I don't think I'm gonna forget the look that stupid bear had on his face for as long as I live, Bear.
ladies don't stop looking at me, you're gonna make me blush, Kuma. Excuse me, but I couldn't help noticing you could use a spoonful of my sweet honey, Kuma.
Keep your honey to yourself!
Ouch, Kuma. Where am I? What just happened? And where did that cute little dwarf bear girl go? For a dream, that sure seemed real, Kuma. Oh, no!
Why is the reaction energy so weak? Is it possible that this is not the true destruct code? That would certainly explain things.
The beastmen are attacking! Grab your weapons! Don't let him get any closer!
It's him.
Hurry! Put out that fire!
The fire's reaching the gunpowder. Get back! You're not gonna make it! Run away!
What is this? I see.
Reve.
So, this little runt is the destruct code. Wait, there are two of them? What does this mean?
Kitty-A! Kitty-A!
Now,
You've got to wake up, Kuma. Kitty-A!
Toppy. Where's Morte's brother?
You were just having a dream, Kuma.
A dream?
We must have accidentally walked into the labyrinth of memories, Kuma.
Labyrinth of memories. What is that?
I once heard an old legend about a mysterious cave hidden somewhere in Dragon Valley that can actually make people see things that happened to them in their past. I think we may have found that cave, Kuma.
It shows you your past?
All those mummies of beastmen and humans we saw lying around back there, they were travelers who got caught up in their own memories and couldn't escape, Kuma. So they withered away and died here, Kuma.
But I've never been to that place before. And I've definitely never met Morte's brother. Where's Morte?
I haven't seen her anywhere. She must be somewhere else in the cave, reliving her own memories, Kuma. And if we don't find her soon, there's gonna be another mummy down here, Kuma.
And then Reve started stuffing nuts into his mouth. They told him to slow down, but he kept eating. He could barely move after that. He ate so many. Oh, yeah? Why don't you tell Mom and Dad how many you ate? It sounds like somebody's calling for you, sis.
Don't you think you should answer them?
No, I just want to stay here. I don't want to leave here. I want to stay here with you.
The destruct code. Those two identical runs and the labyrinth of memories. I understand. So that's what it was.
Found her, Kuma! You've got to pull yourself together, Kuma!
Morte,
No! Wake up, Kuma!
Morte!
Why won't you leave me alone? I don't want to go with you.
It's all right.
You'll be fine.
It looks like it's time for us to say goodbye, sweetheart.
I won't. I want to stay here with you and my mom and my brother. Don't make me go.
I think you may have already figured out what's happening.
We only exist in your memories. I'm sorry, but none of this is real.
I know it's not. But the real world isn't worth saving. Nobody cares. Why can't I stay with my family if it makes me happy? Why can't I just stay here with you?
This is bad. Whoa, are you okay, Kuma? Yeah. Let's get out of here. There isn't much time, Kuma.
Can't you hear your friends trying desperately to save your life, Morte? In your travels with them, I'm sure you came across lots of different people. Some of them struggling just to stay alive. The real world is their world too. And I don't think they're the only ones who think it's worth saving.
We're gonna be crushed before she even wakes up! Hurry!
The world is constantly changing. If things are bad right now, it just takes time and work to fix them, right? As long as there are people like them.
The cave's collapsing. Don't stop, Kuma!
What makes you think that I'd want to stop?
Or even us. You could say your mother and I have changed the world in a very important way. The proof is right in front of me. You're the proof, Morte.
I I am?
That's right. Now it's your turn to try to change the world. And you will.
We want you to live your real life, Morte. Please, for us.
Go create a new future, sweetheart. One where everybody in the world can be happy.
Dad! Mom! Wait!
I'm sorry I didn't keep my promise, sis. But I feel a whole lot better knowing you're not alone anymore. I'm so happy that you're doing okay.
Rene, wait! Mom! Dad! Please don't leave me!
We're safe, Kuma. We're outside.
You saved me?
I may be a half-breed, but I'm still a beast man through and through. Saving you from falling to your certain death was easy enough. Piece of cake, really.
Oh, thank you. I guess I owe you one.
I wonder what the deal is with this cave. It's very peculiar. I'm glad we're out of danger for the time being, but ever since I got in here, I've been experiencing visions. I keep seeing distant memories of people long gone from my past.
That's because this is the labyrinth of memories. I just saw a vision of my own past as well. Something I had forgotten about years ago.
I'll be taking the Destruct Code now, so don't try anything stupid.
Sorry, we don't have it.
She's telling the truth, Kuma. The Alligator Master stole the Destruct Code for himself.
He what?
Looks like the Alligator Master betrayed the World Salvation Committee as well.
Don't listen to what these peons have to say. It was you, damn alligator. If it's this that you want, it's yours. Take it. In exchange, I will take the 3 members of the World Destruction Committee into custody.
Let me get this straight. You're saying you met Kyrie over 300 years ago?
Right. It was before I even reached my 100th birthday. I'd been picking flowers in Dragon Valley and was heading home for the day. I'd been crying because I fell. Kyrie had said some nice things to cheer me up, but he looked the exact same as he does today. Except his hair was different. It was so red it looked like it was on fire.
So what exactly does all that mean? That Kyrie hasn't aged all these years. Is it possible he's a dragon like you?
No way. If he were, I would have known he was a dragon right away.
So if he's not, then...
He may be a creature that lives as long as dragons, but as far as I know, such a thing doesn't exist.
Perhaps. You know what? We may have been greatly mistaken about Kyrie.
And succumb to me quietly? Or would you prefer to not learn about the secrets of the Destruct Code?
Secrets of the Destruct Code? What do you know?
A lot. It seems your feeble minds haven't grasped this yet, but I have unlocked the hidden construct that make up the Destruct Code. Now, come with me!
you still doing here? I thought you were supposed to leave for Tamai by now.
It would have been a pointless trip anyway. So I figured, what's the rush, you know?
What the heck has gotten into you, Kirie?
I just wanted to find out whether or not you guys would really be able to save the world. I just got curious.
Forget all that. It's dangerous here. The Beastmen found us, so you better find a good place to hide.
Who exactly are you? So you still can't remember? Then in that case, I'll just tell you. That black orb Morte's been carrying around all this time isn't the Destruct Code. The real Destruct Code is inside of it.
Morte, wake up, Kuma!
Where are we?
It's about time you woke up.
Where is Kirie, Kuma?
How should I know? He's probably buried under the rubble in that cave, and if he's still alive, he's reveling in the memories of his happier days. Now listen, I need to ask you something important. What did he mean by the secrets of the Destruct Code? What does the Alligator Master know? How are you supposed to use this thing?
I already told you I don't know.
In that case, I'll have to force it out of you.
No, don't do it, Kuma!
What is it, Leah? What's wrong?
Kirie?
I need to ask you, is it possible that you could be the... I don't know how to put this.
Your hunch is right. He is the Destruct Code. Yes, it took me quite a while to figure that out.
What did you do with Morte and Tommy?
They're spending some time with the Eagle Master. And right now, those World Salvation Committee dimwits are trying to get the girl to confess the hidden secrets of the Destruct Code, even though the real one is standing right in front of me. Now, time to come with me, and we will create a new world together.
Not quite. Before we figure out what to do with the Destruct Code, there's a matter of payback for what happened to us before.
How dare you stand in my way?
If I'm not mistaken, it was you who betrayed us. Now get over here, you!
Good grief. So, Kirie...
Now, perhaps this will jog your memory.
Fine then, but I said before I don't know.
All right, have it your way. I prefer it because the longer it takes for you to answer, the more fun I'll have. What the... What's going on? How did you get in here?
Kirie.
Are you two all right?
Kirie, your hair. How'd you dye it, Kuma?
We'll chat later. Right now, you need to find a way out of here as soon as you can.
What? Wait a minute. The Destruct Code.
Morte. Don't worry about it. It's not what you think it is.
What are you talking about, Kuma?
This ball is not the Destruct Code. It's really nothing more than a storage device. It may be hard to believe, but I am the Destruct Code.
Are you serious, Kuma?
I don't understand.
During my days spent traveling the world, I once visited the Golden Lions camp. This is where I met your brother. When he told you he had found the Destruct Code, he wasn't referring to the orb. He was talking about having met me. I got caught up in the ensuing battle and ended up losing the orb. That is how it ended up in Reve's coffin, and eventually found its way to your hands. Having lost every trace of memory as to who I was, I headed for Tomai as plain old Kyrie illness. Shortly thereafter, I met you, Morte.
That's nuts. What is this?
These are my true memories. I've walked this planet since its first day of creation, tens of thousands of years. These are the memories I take with me.
So then, if you are the Destruct Code, that means you have the power to destroy everything?
Destruct should not be taken literally. I've been here since the very beginning of existence, allowing me the power to reset the world. Whenever someone comes along who truly believes in the Destruct Code and would like nothing more than to see the world go away, that's when my power activates.
That man is the Destruct Code. Take him into custody, alive! Say goodbye, freak. No, wait! Please don't!
Amazing.
He is the Destruct Code. We're finally seeing Kirie's true power, Kuma.
When someone hopes for it strongly enough, the Destruct Code becomes active. Morte believed in the existence of the code from the beginning, and truly wished for world destruction. And ever since that day, the Destruct Code has been active and awaiting instructions.
Wait, not yet, Kuma!
This must be it. We're looking upon the power of the Destruct Code.
Kirie, stop this, Kuma!
Gun? I'm trying to deliver some food, and this is what I come across? What the hell have you guys done now? You again? If you want to ride with me, you've got to pay up.
This is not the time to be haggling. Now hurry up and let us on, Kuma!
If we don't put a stop to this soon, the entire world will be reset into nothing but a sea of sand. Isn't that what you've been wishing for all along? Is it? Is this the world I wished for? Kyrie,
Morte! Morte!
I activated the Destruct Code. No, I activated Kyrie. But is this the outcome I want? Do I really want the world to end?
The world is constantly changing. Now it's your turn to try to change the world, and you will. Go create a new future, sweetheart. One where everybody in the world can be happy.
But I feel a whole lot better knowing you're not alone anymore. I'm so happy that you're doing okay.
Enough. The world doesn't have to end. It's fine just the way it is. The world is what it is, and I have no right to destroy it. So please, stop this. Kyrie?
When the gods created the world, they also designed the Destruct Code, capable of bringing the world to ruin. They did this so that if someone believed in the existence of the Destruct Code, and wished to the very core of their being for the world to end, the code would be activated, resetting time and space to its beginnings. The gods gave both humans and beastmen alike this special power, to do with as